Nostromo? We found something you need to see.
Pilgrim, you are chosen.
Try and relax, Pilgrim. Everything's gonna be fine. You're home now.
Fifth thumper this week. The court must be getting desperate.
We're greedy.
Yeah. We get paid either way.
Prep her for examination.
Sure thing, Dr. E.
There's nothing you can do.
I have to try. The tracker's online, sir. You should have the AFNIT up on your SIN now.
Excellent. Let's see where you're going.
We found him. Be careful. Intel is sparse. We don't know how dangerous he is.
Hello? Who's there? I can help you.
What is little girl doing?
Get your hands off. You need to get out of here now. I'm not going anywhere.
Your moment has passed. The girl belongs to me. Humans.
Run.
I will not run from any man.
He's not a man. Not anymore.
I need her.
Welcome back to Firefall Fest 2013. We are in open beta for Firefall. You can download and play with us right now. We will be running live on the beta servers, but finding us is going to be the trick. We've got a very special show today. I'm Mark Hearn, founder and CEO of Red 5 Studios. I'm joined by GamebreakerTV, Gannon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
And glad to have you.
Great to have you. Great to be here.
Awesome. We're just going to have a good time. And also, MANvsGAME. We got Jason Love here. So it's going to be a great show. And thank you for coming on board.
It is a real pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. You just call me man. I'm man.
All right, man. We're gonna pwn some chosen then.
There you go.
Right after this commercial break, we're gonna log into the game. Please join us for some Firefall gameplay.
This is Accord Control. We are prepped for space fold. Initiate on Admiral's mark.
Initiating space fold on Admiral Nostromo's mark. 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Arclight, this is Accord Control. Do you copy? Arclight, are you there? Arclight, do you copy?
This is Nostromo. The jump failed. We're still in Earth orbit, but losing altitude rapidly.
Stand by, Arclight. We're scrambling rescue shuttles now. Just hold tight.
There's no time. Dr. Bathsheba reports we've lost all power to the orbital drives. I need you to project the Arclight's impact site. Begin ground evacuations and scramble disaster teams.
I can confirm that, Accord Control. Loss of orbit is irreversible. I'm ejecting the star chamber. It is critical that you recover it immediately.
Understood. Admiral, initial projections indicate a South Atlantic crash zone.
Control, divert the 3rd Fleet to the South Atlantic.
Yes, sir.
Bathsheba, can we re-trigger the arc drives?
No, there's some kind of external interference that's locking them up. I can try diverting power from weapons to the orbital thrusters. It'll give us a little control.
Do it. Maybe we can ditch in the Atlantic.
Sir, calculations are firming up. Looks to be Fortaleza, Brazil. Alerting authorities there. The casualties in the blast zone look to be close to 100%.
What? That can't be.
Orestes, is Amelia still living?
Bathsheba, get me those thrusters, now!
We've got a 5-second burn left at maximum power. That should get us clear of Fortaleza.
Negative, Arclight. If you ignite that burn, Sin is projecting a 95% chance you hit Rio.
Ready the burn. Give me manual control.
Sir, if you do that, 1.2 million people will die.
I'm well aware of that. Now give me control.
Orestes, you have full control.
Initiating burn in 5, 4, 3.
Please, don't do this.
2.
Hey guys, welcome to Firefall Fest. My name is Karen, and welcome to all you new fans. We have so much in store for you today. We're gonna be selling beanies and t-shirts and founders packs and...
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Philip.
No, I'm Butterscotch now. This is my battle friend.
Oh!
Yeah, go ahead. Hit me in the crotch as hard as you can. In fact, if you have any missiles, go ahead and shoot them at it. I won't feel a thing.
I don't want to hit you in the crotch.
Weak. Anyway, I'm gonna blast away. Good luck.
Alright, I think he thought he was gonna fly away, but he didn't. So back to you guys.
What? Wasn't I supposed to fly?
Hey, welcome back to Firefall Fest. I'm Mark Hearn, and I'm joined by Man from MANvsGAME and Gary Gannon from GamebreakerTV. Welcome, guys.
What's up, sir? How are you?
I'm good.
A little busy?
We're a little busy. We're in open beta. It's a crazy time. And servers were a little wobbly yesterday, but a lot better today. We're able to chat, group, use the printer, you know, all that minor stuff for an MMO. So I'm personally feeling really good this morning.
Yeah. I was so happy to, that I was scheduled for the second day because, I knew that first day you get all the kinks ironed out, and then today is just going to be absolutely smooth.
What were we thinking, doing a show on open beta servers on open beta day?
Right?
Yeah.
That's how Red 5 rolls.
Red 5.
Just do it.
Not the brightest developer, but the ballsiest.
Do it live.
Doing it live.
Do it.
We've done that way since PAX. PAX Prime, when we announced we were going to do a pre-recorded, and at the last moment, it's like, fuck it, do it live.
Absolutely.
It's the way to do it.
All right. Oh, this is like cable TV. We're fine.
I feel right at home here instantly. I was going to go full on Flanders today, but fuck that. All right, let's go.
All right, fuck that. All right. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Firefall is an open world, persistent MMO, but it's a little different from other MMOs you played. Instead of following like quest chains and stuff, it's kind of a sandbox world, and you can go out and travel the world and engage in different things. And it's very horizontal. We're not restricting you from going anywhere. You know, a lot of times you start in a small town, and you kind of have to do the quest there and go out from there. Firefall is all open, and of course we can glide, have bikes, and move really fast through the world with jump jets.
Can I say thank you for doing a sandbox MMO?
Oh my God. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, man. It kind of fell out of fashion for a while. I'm so glad to have one back.
I think just WoW popularized one aspect of MMOs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, back when I was working on WoW, we said, hey, let's pick this theme park model, because there were like 10 different models back in the day, and I don't think people realize that. And we concentrated on that. What would have happened if Blizzard had concentrated on sandboxes, huh? Where would we be now?
You'd be making a theme park.
We'd be making a game like this, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're going to try Ares missions, which are some of the dynamic missions that pop up. We're grouped up here, and if you look at my map, you can see these icons. And the icon that I'm over right now on the Ares mission, I can go ahead and set a squad waypoint there, so everybody knows where we're going. And it's off there in the horizon. And let's go investigate. Let's see what that is.
Absolutely.
I think the easiest way would be to take a glider off of this pad over here.
Where are the gliders?
Heading there, down this way. Probably heading to the wrong glider already.
I'm lost. I'm lost. I see this. I see
Here,
the icon.
I'm shooting in the air so you can see me.
There you go. Time to find Mark.
Follow me.
But this is honestly one of my favorite parts about the game is the dynamic events. We were just talking before we went live here, and I was just thanking you for not making another MMO where there's a bunch of exclamation points over people's heads and you just kind of do the chains and.
The exclamation point from WoW, we were looking for a symbol and we didn't want to use a question mark. So I was thinking about Metal Gear Solid. I was like, I really like that exclamation mark from Metal Gear Solid. Let's do that one. And that's how the exclamation mark was born.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
And now I never want to see it again.
I know, exactly. I'm so sick of seeing exclamation points and running into the.
I completely missed.
Gary, where are you?
I completely missed. I was at a different.
Okay.
I'm going to try and hover here with my pad.
Maybe I can set up some fireworks.
I was at a different glider point. I was at a glider point and people left. You guys left me. Oh, I see. You're over here.
Yeah,
right. I wasn't the right one.
Just for you, I'm going to put down some fireworks here so you can see where we are.
Oh, nice. There's fireworks in game. I just want to say, are viewers noticing just how gosh darn manly my character is in game here?
Like, pretty manly.
Dude, not as manly as this mustache I'm rocking.
That's true. Once Gary gets over here, you got to check out this stash.
I'm gonna check out your butt here.
There you go.
Woo! Look at that.
Hold on, I'll give you a good look there. Oh yeah. Let's have a hoedown.
Where the F are you guys?
Dude, we're sending off fireworks and plasma shots.
I don't see anything. I'm taking this. I see the waypoint. I'm going.
We're having a dance.
Right. Oh, there you're up here. What are you doing up there?
What do I have to do to show you where we are? I'm lighting up all of Copa here.
All right.
Just like. I'm the one who wears glasses here. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see the stash. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Firefall. That's like the first cosmetic we made because people wanted mustaches in the game so badly. That's one of the first things we created. All right, let's go. Now, because it's dynamic and we've taken so long, I had to pull up the map and see. Oh, there we go. All right. See if it's still around.
Exactly. Again, the dynamic part of the game.
So let's go over here, glider pad.
We may yet miss out on this event. But yeah, that's been one of my, because I just recently started playing this game for the first time very recently, and I was just instantly blown away. Again, one of my favorite parts. Oh, so you're heading over there?
Yep, I'm heading over there.
Good. Where's that way?
We're gliding.
Time to glide.
I'm gliding.
I keep thinking when Nathan Fillion was here, I saw that highlight of him talking about, you can run, but you can't glide.
For some reason.
I can't believe he let the community choose his handle. Like, that was dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's a lot of trust there. Yeah. Also, I just feel like knowing that, I'm in, this is where the Firefall Fest was done, I'm sure last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I could very well be breathing in Nathan Fillion particles.
He might have touched that keyboard.
I want Nathan in me.
You might lick the keyboard while me leaving.
Yeah, I don't know. Because Sevidus was here yesterday.
All right.
Just to make sure, I love Sevidus, by the way. And my one goal today is to outdo his decibel levels.
Oh, all right. So it looks like we've got an Arana infestation here.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to switch to third person. I like to play PvE in third, and then when I'm in PvP, I switch to first. It doesn't help me much in PvP. I still lose. Oh, revive me. I'm down. I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy talking.
Oh,
I wasn't paying attention. My glider went down.
No,
went down in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. You're showing how the revive mechanic works.
Yeah, I just wanted to demonstrate the. Oh, are you okay? That was an exploding Arana.
Here we go. Oh, man.
Where are you, Gary? We need you.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Here we go. This is what's so funny. I'm a mammoth, by the way, rocking the mammoth class.
Oh yeah.
Full on defense. And what I love is that
I died again.
My hit points are already and I'm down as well.
I'm coming.
Gary, it's up to you. You got to come revive us.
I'm coming. My damn glider went down.
Oh,
I'm on foot.
You got it. The gliding actually has real physics. You got to keep the nose about 3 degrees
That's what I didn't do,
down.
and I nosedive.
You got to keep the nose down. Keep your airspeed up.
Oh, I got to stop at this garage. My frame is already all
Are you all jacked up? Yeah. So we get the paint chips and stuff on the armor, and that's when you know you got to like, repaint.
I'm having trouble following. Where are you guys on top of this rock?
No, we respawned in Copa because we all died.
Oh.
We died hard.
So
real
let me pull up the map.
All right, where are we going?
Where are you?
That's why they called us in to do this. We're such professionals.
Yes, absolutely.
Esports gamers.
Yeah, I just made the game. I don't actually play it. So.
Yeah.
I died. You
died?
Wait a minute.
Well, hit R.
I'm gonna spawn.
Hit R when your timer comes up, and you'll be back in town here. I'll wait for you here at the spawn point.
There we go.
This is going so well.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are impressed. I can tell.
I know.
I can tell.
Can't wait to.
I'm sure on chat.
This guy does a broadcast called MANvsGAME. Like, does he ever win?
I'll call for help, and there's no one around.
Well, the other thing we've done is, MMOs have become easier and easier over time. And we said, let's not go back to the old EQ days, but let's try to build a little more of a challenge into it.
A little bit of mystery, a little bit of imagination.
Yeah. So we are, and it's a shooter, so you're likely to die a lot more than a regular MMO. All right, I got Gary. Where are you, man?
I do love a challenge. I'm on my way. I should just whip out my chopper, but.
Look at Jude showing off.
Oh, you're on your way. Oh, you're there.
He showed off. He's going to get my chopper out.
Follow me, Gary. He's on his way back to
I'm just getting right in there. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a rebel.
Leroy.
Yeah, exactly. Full on Leroy. All right. He's on top of this rock here. I love the jetpacks, by the way. It's just.
Well, I wasn't going to put jetpacks in the game, but then Scott, our lead designer, who is lead designer on Tribes 1 and 2, said, I won't work here if there's no jetpacks.
Oh, wow. The ultimatum was laid down.
But he snuck them in. He said, we'll just add it as a temporary boost, right? Or just one of the frames will have it. Yeah. And then pretty soon all of them did, and I don't know what happened. All right, there's our waypoint right over there. And we're going to glide there. Keep your nose dipped a little bit. If your wings start to wobble, that means dip a little bit more to get more airspeed.
It means you're too high. Don't want to get too high. On the glider.
I love shooting while you're on the glider too.
I tried it, and you know what? I tried doing the shooting with the gliding, and it felt like it was making me fall a little bit faster. So then I never did it again. But so you're saying it's okay to shoot on the glider?
Yeah, you can totally shoot on the glider.
Come on.
All right, let's see if we can do this now.
Oh God, please! And here I'm doing what I always do. I'm the mammoth class. I'm supposed to be up front in the front lines.
Well,
get up in there.
You got the shield up there.
Exactly.
So.
I always forget about my skills.
Yeah, it's not just about the gunplay. You have to use your abilities there.
Absolutely, they're integral. What I like to do is get my chain gun out here just until I need to reload, and then my second skill.
I got iced. I'm iced.
God.
Somebody down, man down.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm just kind of frozen, and it slowed my movement down.
Chew. All right, here we go. Get in there. Recovery payloads. So yeah, we gotta. Basically, what we need to do is get these recovery payloads out to the pylon out there. There we go. Beautiful. Did I grab one? No.
Did you grab one?
Now I got one.
Okay, so you must have it.
Hopefully.
Oh, there we go. I got two.
Okay.
Oh, I got ice. Explosive.
There we go. All right, where are you at? Are you down?
I'm
oh no,
down.
you are down.
I'm down.
We got to get you. Oh gosh, but there's bugs everywhere.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh god. Shield.
Oh, I'm down too.
Shields up, Captain. Oh gosh, it's all up to me. The pressure. I don't know if I can take the pressure. Where are you guys? Okay.
Do it, do it.
Oh God, I have no hit points. Hold on.
Oh, God, there's someone coming to help us.
Orb. Oh God, I just orbed with a bug inside the orb.
We've got a rescue guy here.
Okay, yeah. Is someone in here?
And
yeah, Mankind.
The cowboy hats, the Lone Ranger.
If you could find us, Mankind.
Man, save us, man.
Yes.
I'm coming back.
Gary.
Yep, going back to the glider pad.
Oh, you guys. Oh, I failed you guys. I feel awful. I've ruined the whole broadcast.
Still up. We can do this.
Okay, just please let me get out. There we go.
Come on, we got this. We got this.
Come on, give me the. I'm just gonna run out. Give me the health pack. There we go. Always look for those green health.
Yeah,
plus packs.
There's very little health regeneration in the game unless you build mods into your battle frame to do that. So health packs are pretty important.
Absolutely. Which, again, just goes along with the action-oriented...
I love the tooltip. You hit yourself.
Oops.
That was splash damage. Don't do that again, noob.
Splash damage bad. Okay.
I just did the same thing because I switched. I've been playing this game quite a bit. In fact, one of my goals was to get my character as badass as possible for this event, so I got my power level up to 8, which I feel is decent. That's an 8 out of 10.
That's very good. Yeah.
So I'm rocking an epic purple grenade launcher that is almost out because I can't remember if you were talking live on the broadcast, but the items that you find, like the drops and stuff, you cannot repair them. So you have kind of a finite amount of time to use them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the tiki dancing. I thought I was getting healed over here. That's just a dance party that's going on.
I'm getting so many friend invites right now. I'm going to get killed watching the friend invite.
I know. I was doing the same thing. And then I always feel so bad because then
all right, we got it.
Please don't take it personally if I deny your friend invite. It's just...
I take it personally.
Yeah.
Why'd you deny my friend invite?
I'm accepting every friend invite, so go ahead, friend me. We'll see how many friends you can have on the list before it breaks.
What a wonderful guy.
All right, I got raw aluminum 661, crystite resonator platinum, and crystite. So crystite's like the currency of the game. It's like our gold. It powers everything in the world. And the resources are kind of the primary reward because it's really kind of like a resource and crafting system to make your gear. So there's like 16 different types of resources that you build up your equipment with. And we were talking earlier, the loot drops aren't repairable, but the crafted gear is.
Right.
That's a huge pillar in the game, isn't it? The whole crafting system and the loot and all that stuff. That's really a big part
all
of the game.
about the resources.
Yeah, and I like that, and that's really kind of what keeps you playing. Like with the drops, it's great to get like an epic grenade launcher. Mine's almost on the way out. I should have saved it for the Firefall Fest event, but how do you not use?
Was it a purple?
It's purple.
Oh,
it's totally purple. That does mean epic in this game, right?
Purple does mean epic.
Good. That's a standard by this point.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's go. We can just join another player that's like thumping. So I'm gonna set a new squad waypoint, and if you see it on your horizon over here.
Okay.
If we need it, I do have a squad tiki thumper.
Oh.
I went tiki.
Oh, maybe we should try that after this. Let's see what the tiki thumpers look like.
I can whip my thumper out right now.
Hey.
Oh,
hey.
yeah.
This was a family show.
That's, I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah,
I think that crossed a line. I mean,
that's right.
From cable to X-rated.
That's right, to like Spice Channel. Do we have shots of like us gliding? I just want to say the world you guys have created.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm gliding right now, so you can kind of see
lush.
this.
I love the effect of how the further away something is, the more like out of focus it is.
Yep, we got depth of field, we got the camera bokeh. The water is pretty amazing here.
The waves, oh, absolutely.
Which is ironic.
There's a lot of skill to gliding because you're gliding a lot farther than I am.
Oh yeah, there's you just have to kind of like milk the altitude for as long as you can.
Keep nudging it, keep nudging it.
Yep, you got to baby it a little bit, but
it has a. Oh, and here it is. Oh, what is this puny thing? Some puny thumper.
All right, we're gonna help him with this one, and then we'll do our own.
That's right.
Tiki thumper.
Wait till you get a load of my thumper.
Oh, jeez. I am scared. I am thoroughly scared right now.
We're gonna go man mode.
He's picked a tactical spot here. He's up on the hill, so it's a lot harder for the creatures to get up here, and that's okay. I mean, there's some spots in the game where we have a bug and the creatures can't reach you at all, and we fix those as we find them. But a lot of thumping is, you know, people will just, I've seen people just place them out in the open and expect it to go well, and it never does. You kind of want to find a pocket or a hill or something you can.
That's what
really
I found.
Optimize.
Yeah, I try and get near like a cliff face or something, and then that's a nice like vantage point where you can just kind of just blast, like rain hellfire down on everything that.
Oh yeah.
Strategy. Who would have thought?
I know exactly. Strategy.
There is strategy of thumping, and with a stock, there's not many creatures, so you're pretty safe doing that anywhere you want. But when we drop this big tiki squad thumper, we're gonna need every advantage we can get.
Absolutely. What was I gonna say? Oh, see my call down list. I want to make sure that I'm ready. One of the other things, talking about like resource gathering, the thumper, you know, pulling the resources out of the ground here. I love the scan hammer. Like the first time, you know.
Why don't you whip that out?
I'm gonna whip the scan hammer out, and so there it is. I don't know if we've got view on.
Can you know, not many people know it's also a melee weapon.
That's what I was gonna say. I loved it. First of all, the visuals of like searching, because here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm gonna just search for resources up here.
You should kill a bug with it.
Yeah. See, and why are we even drawing?
This is a stock, so they're very sleepy on that. We want the stock to sort of be accomplished by anybody as their first thumper.
Yeah. Exactly, because you know you don't want to be wiping on, you know, just trying to gather some resources. Because yeah, up here, because I just scanned and
there you go.
It tells me
just smash.
Tells me unthumpable
Hulk smash.
And it's just so. I had such a blast just going around smashing, you know, New Eden in the face with my scan hammer, and but then yeah, I got into a fight and I just thought, I was like, I wonder if this hammer will do damage. And I walked up to like some, you know, chosen, just blasted him and did like 400 some damage. I was like, oh yes, this is the game for me.
You can do that in PvP too. It's especially humiliating. It's tricky to pull off, but it's especially humiliating to get
Is that the teabag of Firefall?
That is.
Wow,
that's one of them. We have a troll stone too. It's a little like gravestone that plays the spooky music that you're dead. And you can drop that on people in PvP.
I love that. I think somebody dropped that on me.
All right. So let's find our own spot.
Yeah.
Talk about scan hammering. So there's two ways. There's two primary ways you find resources. I'm just going to bring up my map here real quick. And if I hit tab, every Sin Tower I've unlocked, which is kind of like these little radar units throughout the world, shows me what areas are currently having what resources. And they change over time. The world's fully dynamic. And that lets you hone in on what you need. And then when you get there, you use the scan hammer to sort of like find what you need. So, so let's try that. Let's
Those Sin Towers, like you're saying, that's like if you're just getting into the game, that's going to be like one of the first things, well, that I did, and I would advise, I guess.
Oh yeah,
unlock them.
Pro tip. Yes.
It gives you all the information about the game, and it lets you see what's going on, like all the dynamic missions you can't normally see unless it's within radius of a Sin Tower.
Yep. And so, and that's just like starting out. You know, you explore the world. You know, unlock the map a bit, and let's see if I can follow. Oh, I'm going to the waypoint here. There you go.
Oh, there's a waypoint? I didn't drop a waypoint.
Oh, is that an old? That's probably
it's an old waypoint.
It's an old waypoint.
Okay.
All right, you know, this is only 10%, so let's hunt around here for something a little better. Oh, people are whipping out their bikes. Look at that.
I know.
There's a lot of whipping out happening right now.
A lot of whipping.
I went full on Commander Founder with this game after I played a little bit, which, by the way, I can now brag about that because it's gone, from what I understand.
Yeah, you can't get them anymore. This bike is gone.
Sorry.
This one here, you cannot get anymore.
You can never reach this
ever
level.
again.
Rights,
the whole model.
bragging rights.
The one you can get is this one. You can kind of craft this one, and the crafted version's blue. But this Harley-looking one is Founders only. So you see that. It's likely that they also have a Commander's boost for XP. So there's like something like a 20% squad boost when you squad with them. So you always want to squad with Commanders.
That's right. I have that as well.
We found that the social items sell really well, like the tiki torch that makes everyone around you dance, the Christmas presents that give you boosts and stuff. So we're going to do more of those. We like the social aspect of it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because a lot of games have become more like massively single player. You know, you just kind of play through by yourself. And Firefall, we want it to be very social, very easy to meet people, get in groups, and form those bonds that I think is really missing from MMOs these days.
And that's something I can really see, especially around just thumping and resource hunting as well. It's like you're on a hunt. And I can see like stopping, hanging out, chatting with your buddies, like, you know, doing some, just, there's no real, you don't necessarily have like a quest directing you someplace all the time. So you just have time to kind of like downtime, chat, do things like socially. Yeah, it's something that
downtime is on your own. It's not like medding.
That's what I mean.
Book,
yeah, right? It's totally on your own, which is great.
I lost my comms here, so I'm gonna put it back in my ear. Sorry, very, very unprofessional.
I can't believe I signed up for this.
Oh, there, someone dropped the tiki torch. We're dancing.
Oh, and
sometimes I just do this all day. You know, I just throw tiki torches down and fireworks.
Just dance partied up.
See, for me, it's about the thumping. I still, because like you're talking about, the crafting is, I feel, once you get drawn in, like sucked into the crafting and you know, getting the ability to make better weapons and, you know, upgrade your battle frame, like that for me is like, yeah, where you get like hooked. And
you can really get into it. You can, and we kind of envision it like Forza for MMOs. It's like each class is like a car. And each frame, you can sort of like change the paint. You can buy new rims. You can, you know, really tweak. It's sort of like it's mass.
How do you combat players coming over from an MMO that may not be used to a sandbox type game where there is a little less hand-holding direction?
That is the hardest thing, because everyone has copied that formula for 10 years now. That to introduce anything else, it's a real barrier, and people are like, how come I don't know what to do? No one's telling me what to do. I've got 10 different options. I don't know which one to do. And you know, it's not easy. It's like we try to like describe it. We have tutorial videos, but until you give it a chance and actually explore that new mode, it doesn't really open up to you. You don't really, you know, it's a barrier we have to overcome. And we try to do that with a new user experience. We need to do more work there. We're also adding something later. There's a very primitive version of a sort of like director AI called Auto right now, which sort of alerts you to the dynamic activities around you. Another function of Auto is to sort of like weave a threaded experience for you. So especially for the newer players, if you want that sort of like breadcrumb experience, well, we can't pre-code it because the world's dynamic. So Auto's got to look at what's happening in the world and try to create something out of that for you to direct you.
Yeah. That's been really one of my favorite aspects to the game, is just, you know, exploring. You know, you can take a look at your map, like you're saying, as you kind of get near, you know, like an Ares mission or something that's going on in the vicinity. You can just kind of decide whether or not you're going to head toward that, and then just go blast everything in the area.
Oh, here's another thing you won't see anymore: is merch from Penny Arcade. So they let us use this little guy when we were at PAX, and we gave it out as a reward for playing at PAX.
Oh, nice.
And he actually, I don't know if you know about the Flesh Reaper. For a free-to-play game, he's really appropriate because he's sort of like the little demon of merchandise, and if the kids stop buying things, he turns into the Flesh Reaper and he reaps torsos.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there he is. Someone didn't buy enough red beans. So. Oh. Oh, we got Terror Claws.
Yeah, those things are nasty. I was.
Oh, he went down fast. You know what? We got to drop that Tiki Thumper. We got enough people here.
That's
now
what I'm saying.
That we could totally own a squad Tiki.
Let me drop.
Let's do that. After this, you got to get it ready. We're almost done with this one.
Yeah, 78%. I love watching that. Oh gosh, and we're doing a 33% integrity. One of the learning experiences for me, and this is another thing that I just love about the system, if your thumper gets destroyed, it's gone.
It's gone. You lose all the resources it was mining.
And the thumper. Like,
and the thumper, which you have to craft, and it can be expensive for the big ones.
Yeah, and that's and I love that because it gives those items value. You know, like it's not just like you unlock, you know, this level of thumper. You craft that thumper. You love that thumper. You know.
You have an emotional attachment.
Exactly. You get attached to that thumper because I was just messing around. I was like, oh darn, we're about to lose this thumper, and I'll just, you know, put it down in a different area when we're done here.
Well, a lot of developers, I think, are afraid to kind of do anything like that. And what it does is, I call it the feel-good slot machine. MMOs have become like, you can be terrible at this game, and we're just going to give you stuff. Here's gold, here's loot, here's feel-good about yourself.
Have you seen that 2-button MMO RPG on the web? What's it called? It literally only has 2 buttons, and that's how you play the game. You can't move or anything. It's just...
I'm trying to think of If it's the game I'm thinking of, my buddy Danny Baranowski might have done the music for it, but yeah.
All right, Thumper's up. Let's go, Tiki.
All right, drop the Tiki.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here's my big chance. Don't screw it up, man. Don't screw it up.
Don't screw it up.
Here we go. If somebody else drops the Tiki, I'm done.
This is your chance.
Here it is. Here it is. Okay, hold on. I'm not even gonna scan. Here we go. Right.
Just show it off.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Somebody's got the. Hold on. I can't get the.
Oh.
Why? There's something around. Did somebody else drop a Tiki?
Did someone drop a Thumper?
Well, I think we might be in the vicinity of like where it was.
Let's try it over here then.
Previously, I'm just gonna run.
Let's see what rewards we got.
Please.
One raw.
Give me the Tiki Thumper. There you go. Why is it? See, it's red. Oh, it says I'm too close to another Thumper. I think it is like the leftovers from the previous Thumper, maybe.
Let's go over here.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty good spot right here. I've thumped here before.
I'm sweating right now. If this Tiki Thumper doesn't happen,
You're totally screwing this up, man.
I'm done. I'm out.
Gotta get that thing down.
You're totally ruining the whole broadcast. What is your problem? How could I possibly be near another Thumper right now? Somebody is trolling me right now.
Somebody's. Well, let me see the map.
Hold on.
I don't.
Did I just?
Oh, there's like 3 Thumpers around here, dude.
Really? Is it okay?
Yeah, we gotta. You know what? I'm gonna set a squad waypoint and we're gonna try that.
There you go. Just lead the way.
I'm gonna go up here, maybe along the beach.
Okay.
All right.
Because we gotta get our own thing going.
Waypoint set.
This feels like, what was that? Far and away. I don't know. We gotta like go make our own lives. You know, we can't be helping these guys.
All right. I'm gonna get on a bike here.
So here's Gary. Where is my buddy? Oh, there's. Okay, there. There you are. You're with the group there. All right.
Are you gonna try here?
Well, I was trying to lay it down here.
Not working?
Yeah, it's red. It's red everywhere I go.
There are 3 people thumping here, so let's go to the squad waypoint up the beach.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up here.
Gary, do you have a bike?
I don't know if I have a bike. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so.
Check your call down window.
I'm gonna say if you don't know, you don't have a bike.
Probably don't have it. So you can craft these bikes, basically. And you can also get a one-use one if you try the LGV race. These are called LGVs in Sunken Harbor. El Toromoto will challenge you and give you a temporary bike. If you win, you get to keep it for a little while. So look at that. It's like a Harley convention.
To just show you how cool it is and how much you want to craft it.
Exactly.
Guys, Tiki Thumper.
You got it?
Yeah, there it is. It's blue. I'm just dropping it right now. I don't even care what resources we're getting right now.
All right, I'm going to play Thumper Chicken.
We could be thumping for styrofoam right now, and I wouldn't care. Okay.
Run out. Thumper Chicken's where you stand in a circle, and the last one to leave and survive wins.
That's so awesome, because yes, you don't want to be standing where the Thumper drops. And can I just draw attention to the gloriousness of my Tiki Thumper?
It's a very large.
It is very large. It's glorious.
Yeah, it's the largest Tiki Thumper I've ever seen. It's magnificent.
I bet you say that to all the guests.
I think you can say magnificent, and that's not you being gay. Right?
That's not.
That's just appreciating manliness.
That's right. Here we go. Now this is. So there's like varying difficulty levels of like the thumping. I've heard about like meld thumping or like.
Yes. So the melding is a giant energy storm that kind of like covered the whole Earth, and you can kind of see it on the horizon over there, it actually ebbs and flows. And if you thump near the melding, you get greater resources and also greater challenge, because the chosen, which are the sort of like beings of the melding, come out and attack you. And it makes it very challenging to do.
Gives you, real bad day, real bad time. But yeah, I was trying some of the melding, or the meld thumping, and again, it's just that extra challenge that I really enjoy.
I gotta say, talking about the Chosen for a second really quick, we haven't seen them yet, but going to some of the areas, I have to say, when I first encountered them in game, I thought they were real players. I couldn't tell that they were NPCs. Their movements are so good that they don't move like NPCs usually do, where they're all stiff and static, and you're like, that's totally an NPC.
We had to do a lot of work on the AI because
they were moving and hiding behind things and doing all. I'm like,
once you start putting guns in the game, that becomes so much more important. So, we do a lot of computation on the servers for all that stuff.
I only know, there's a lot of things in game on the PvE side of it that are very good at killing me. So it seems to be going well so far. Oh yeah. What Guys, how are we down to 63% integrity already?
We missed something.
Something
snuck up and shot the thing.
This is not.
I know we got all these people here too.
Yeah,
Stuff's dying quick, so something.
I know you guys are in awe of our celebrity and the fact that you're being able to run around with us. And, that's amazing. But
keep your eye on the mobs.
That's right. All right.
No slacking.
Pull your weight around here. 61%. Okay.
These are the softball waves right now. When we get up here, we're gonna get some massive waves coming in.
That's what I love. I just honestly this whole aspect of the game, the resource gathering, the way it's handled, the way it becomes like a mini kind of like horde mode mini game. I just loved that. The whole the scan hammer thumping for resources. Love the way it's handled.
Well, it was a really big design debate. It's like, should we have this thumper where waves a creature attack it and you have to like fight for the resources and it's all this mini game, or should we do tapping on a rock? And
was there a lot of debate there?
Tremendous. It's like, well, people understand tapping on rocks. Everybody's done it before. Right? So.
And waiting for the rock to pop back up 30 seconds later.
That's true. Yeah. You find your little node and go AFK. No, but that's one of the things. I mean, just so refreshing as far as like resource gathering. That's what I feel like. I just feel like I could gather resources all day long.
Do you foresee like going out in like the melding areas and stuff in the future, go into open world like PvP stuff? So not only are you fighting off mobs, you're now fighting off other people for areas.
We started off as a open world PvP game, and we were doing a lot of prototyping on that. And then we decided that it was too big of a game to try to balance and to get right from the start. So we said, let's start with just small PvP, 5-man instances and things, and then let's get the guns right, and abilities, and then let's go to a PvE setting and make sure we've got an economy going, and then we'll be ready to add massive open world PvP. So this whole engine's built for that. We built this engine. And all these creatures are basically simulated as much as real players would be. So if you took a zone, you took the creatures out, you could have like 1,000 people fighting each other. Not that we necessarily would, because there's a fun question with that. Do you really feel like you're making a difference when there's 1,000 people fighting? But open world PvP is coming. It's definitely something that is near and dear to our hearts. But it'll be awesome.
What? My Tiki Thumper!
Oh no!
Down.
Can we lose the Thumper?
It's down!
Mankind, you have let me down! It's gone! Tiki Thumper's gone! I went over there, I saw the integrity was at like 12%.
Oh no, how long did it take to make that, dude?
Too long.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the danger of doing a live stream.
I'm not talking.
You're like
anymore.
talking and
he's out. He's
that's
leaving.
it.
We're done.
He's like, I quit. I'm out of here.
Just throw the headphones,
drop the
mouse.
mic.
Oh, dude.
Okay, I'm back. I'm over it.
All right.
All I want to say though is, come on. Who was it? Amentis is down.
I'm down. I'm down.
Where are you?
So,
I'm back up.
Being revived?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was traumatic.
That was very traumatic. I think.
I totally wasn't paying attention.
See, that's one of the doing it live. You just can't get it back. You can't just go back and be like, okay, let's cut. Let's try that again.
I feel so bad. Maybe one of the
Man's gonna
Rangers can
go to
help
therapy
you out
now.
and restore you.
It was my Tiki Thumper.
I was doing Firefall.
See, here's the
Fest.
pro tip. Don't thump on flat ground that can get attacked by 360.
Yeah, remember that strategy?
That was poor.
Did you just take that drop?
Yeah.
That's another thing that I love, by the way, that because when I first started playing this, I assumed that the drops that I was seeing was like there's a better word for it, but like it was only for me, for my eyes only. Mm-hmm. I love that somebody else can just run in and take your health pack. That you're just like, oh, I need that health pack, and somebody will just snag it up. You're like, you bastard!
I tried to like hide in the corner and drop my ammo pack before, just so that people don't notice.
yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, this is mine. Nobody touch this.
But generally, people are really friendly, so I haven't had too much of an issue with that. I think our community is just, they've done a tremendous job helping all the new users come in here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're passionate about the game, and they're like whispering us now, giving us pro tips. Like, don't do that, idiot. And really gentle suggestions to improve our game, right? So
I noticed that as well. In fact, I was logged in the night, just before you went open beta. And I was really blown away by like you could tell the people who've been playing for a long time. They're like, hey, let's go gather around, where everyone's gonna be warping in from the tutorial, and we'll have like a dance party going. And it was just very, very cool to see, because
Well, they feel really invested because they've been part of the development process.
Yeah.
So this is their baby too, going out to the world, and they want to make sure that people have a good time.
Yeah.
All right, so
this was a real beta. You guys really changed a lot of like core
Yeah.
systems and things. And
Yeah.
the big one was the tech tree and the battle frames and all that stuff. Change. Loot drops, all that stuff.
Yep, and we still are in beta. This is open beta, but it's a true open beta. We're looking at the data now. We've got a psychologist that analyzes play data and holds our play test sessions for us, and we have an economist that's pouring over all the data from the economy right now. He's all excited. He sent me an email this morning, said, "We have data."
Oh wow!
Just figure out how badly we screwed up the open world economy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not easy. It's really not. That's why we said, let's get a professional in here, professional gamer and economist.
Wow, this guy's chopper over here looks amazing. He's got this bright red chopper. He's got the cowboy hat on. I like your style, dude. Whoever you are out there, I like your style.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Oh, did they drop another one?
I think they're dropping
I think he's dropping something.
Because I'm out. I have no more
thumpers.
tiki thumpers. That was my only one.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna finish this one because if you finish it, you get double the XP and double the resources.
All right,
So
team, let's do this.
There's a big epic bonus at the end that the Accord gives you. So that's kind of important to discuss too. It's like you're kind of like a mercenary in military gear because when the Arclight crashed and the whole Earth was destroyed and the Chosen started invading, they didn't have enough soldiers. But they had all this equipment on board that ship. So they said, hey, if we'll conscript you guys, and if you do missions for us and stuff, we will give you gear and equipment that you can use.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the premise of being a player here, and we call them Ares teams, Accord Resource Extraction Squads. So
yeah, that's what I like. What's her name? Arrow.
Arrow, yep.
Character that kind of leads you through the game, kind of. She becomes
She's part of your team.
Companion.
Oil Spill's part of your team, even though you may not want him to be.
Yeah. But I like, like after you finish a mission, she's like, okay, the Accord is crediting your account. Really gives you that, like you said, that mercenary kind of feel. 16%, 86. Wow. Are we? You know what? I just realized. Okay, my grenade launcher. Okay, it's got 10% left on it, and again, it's an epic grenade launcher. It's not coming back either. I'm just losing all my stuff.
If I play this correctly, then as an assault, I tend to like hang back and I do a lot of AoE damage. So I try to find a little height so I can see everything coming in. The other important thing is to hit F to target enemies and add them to your SIN, your shared information network, so that other players can target them more easily, and like engineers' turrets can lock onto them for farther distances. So that's another pro tip.
That's nice.
Yeah, I only just recently jumped in. All the talk of like how far you guys have come and like all the changes and stuff. I've just been able to like, reap all the benefits. Of like, all this work that you guys have done. Like the state of the game, the way it is right now. I've only just experienced this, this phase of the game, and I love it. Like,
and there's more coming. Like the two major things, like I said, we're working on is one is that I haven't talked about yet is the story mode campaign. We have an episodic story campaign with Nostromo, who saved the Earth, and Bathsheba, Typhon, Morningstar. All these characters are coming online, and that is something that we plan to release episodically. And for 5 years, basically. It's a very rich story background that we've put together here.
Wow, nice.
The other thing is, of course, the open world PvP and armies. Very important to the game. We want you to sort of be able to tech up your armies and stuff, kind of like an XCOM feel. That was the original inspiration for that. And then, of course, that'll matter a lot in open world PvP.
Yeah. I really like your approach to just sort of like the game always being kind of a work in progress, because that mixed with the fact that it is absolutely free to play. You could just get right in and try out, just see all the changes that may have occurred. If you maybe stop playing for a while. That's the thing.
It feels more like a living, breathing world of things like than just a roller coaster.
Yeah, you can come back to the original zones and they'll change. We'll keep improving them. And I think that's important is because when you launch an MMO, I think it's really like launching a business. It's not like, oh, the product's out, let's go make, you know, something else out.
Start working on the expansion.
Yeah. It's really about how do we make this game grow and be better over time. It's sort of like we drew that inspiration actually from like Web 2.0 companies. It's like after they make Twitter, they don't go ahead and say, okay, we'll make Twitter 2 now. And
yeah, exactly. Right? Oh gosh. Let's go. We're doing a lot better on this one. I love how the way you revive people in this is like you just coax them up. You're just like, come on, you're fine. Just take 10 steps, you're fine.
It looks like they're wafting you.
Exactly. You're just like, please go away. Your death is just disgusting me right now. Make me sick.
Oh,
these terror claws are nasty.
They are nasty.
I swear. Now, here's a question: like, is there like scaling when you have like a lot of people who have like epic gear on or something?
Yeah, we've started to experiment with scaling. But the way it works now is it's kind of like choose your own difficulty. So basically, you choose which thumper you want to drop, and sometimes you make unwise choices like we did prior, or you choose the Ares missions difficulty. But we also have been adding dynamic scaling. So depending on equipment and stuff like that, we're building in a much more granular way to scale the difficulty.
I feel kind of evil, like really, like it makes me so happy that Tiki Thumper got destroyed because I feel like somebody was trolling me there, but
there's consequence in this game.
Exactly. Right? That's what I'm talking about. With like
how many games have taken out all the consequences?
Exactly. You get attached to your let's see, who am I reviving here? Spitfire. You're gonna be fine. Just get up on your feet.
Flying into a mountain.
I don't want to ask, but did we just lose that thumper?
I think we did.
Okay.
I did see it blow up.
All right.
We're 0 for 2 on the thumping.
We're going to go over to community and after this brief commercial, and we'll lick our wounds here and figure out our strategy. All right, guys. See you in a bit.
See you in a few.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps.
The whole fury and might of the enemy must very soon be turned on us.
Our sons, pride of our nation, this day have set upon a mighty endeavor, a struggle to preserve our republic and our civilization, and to set free a suffering humanity.
But if we fail, then the whole world, including all that we have known and cared for, will sink into the abyss of a new dark age.
You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness. You and I have the courage to say to our enemies, there is a price we will not pay. There is a point beyond which they must not advance.
They came out of the storm, filling our skies, burning our cities. We fought back, hit them hard. Still, there are so many. Some say we can't win, that we've lost too much, that the war is already over. But if this is mankind's last stand, if we're going down, we're not going down without a fight.
Karen, you know what I had for breakfast?
What did you have for breakfast?
Tang. I just had packets of Tang for breakfast.
What Phil's saying is that, it doesn't matter what your diet is and
I am
nutrition.
a hungry bear.
Oh, we'll have a lunch break soon, Phil. So the shirts,
is that right?
Back to the shirts, they're stain resistant.
What time are we doing lunch?
So this is good if you have children that are messy. And
speaking of water resistant, one time I was at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, are you a deep sea diver?
No, have you seen The Little Mermaid?
I have.
That is actually based on my life.
Awkward clap. Woo! There we go.
Thanks for joining in on that one. Hey, welcome guys to the community set. We are your prize giveawayers, people's things. We like to give away stuff. My name is Matt DeWalt. I'm the community manager at Red 5. I'm joined by Tony Reyes, aka The Cheese, and Frank Lettieri, aka Faded Pez. We're in chat talking to you guys, and they wanted us to give away some cool shit today.
We're giving away some cool shit today.
Man, we're just cursing all over the place.
MANvsGAME is here.
Man, it's all on us.
I know.
Yeah. He already dropped the F-bomb. I mean, I figured.
Well, Mark started it.
That's true. That's true. We got to man it up in here. This is a manly show today.
That's right. That's why I
listened to Taylor Swift on the way to work today.
No, I didn't. I listened to AC/DC just for today's occasion.
Nice.
I took out my Taylor Swift CD.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I put in the AC/DC one.
Gently, because you're like, oh,
whoa, I didn't want to get it scratched. I'm T-Swift, bro. Come on.
T-Swift, bro.
Anyways, we've got some cool stuff to give away. We've been giving away prizes every hour during the shows. Today, we're going to give away, actually, the big prize at the end of today's big stream, because today's the last day of the Firefall Fest.
Yes.
So later on in the show, we'll demo Firefall on the Razer Edge, which is the tablet from Razer. It's really cool. We'll be giving one of those away on the last giveaway of the day. So that'll be around almost 6 o'clock, probably like 5:45-ish.
I'm so excited.
So everybody be sure to come back around that time if you want to
We've got a lot of good stuff
but we've got,
that point,
up to that point, we've got a lot of stuff from Razer. We've got a lot of stuff from AMD, and then we've also got starter packs from us. So we're selling starter packs.
Yeah.
We're going to give away a bunch of those, the $20 packs, and even a few of the $100 packs.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
What are we giving away first, though, Tony?
First, we're giving away 2 Bronodon plushies. That's that beautiful thing right there.
It is beautiful.
It is. It is so soft and deadly, and we're giving 2 of them away this hour. We're also giving away 2 $20 starter pack cards, 1 of the $100 starter pack cards, and an awesome Death Adder mouse from Razer.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So don't forget that in order to win these, you just need to hang out in the Red 5 Studio, R5 Studios channel on Twitch.
Subscribe
and just
to us.
say something.
And say
you don't have to say raffle. Promise, you don't have to say raffle.
You can say
You could say like,
You can say
Tony is
waffle.
awesome.
You can say Tony sucks like yesterday.
Or Tony is awesome. It's less letters.
It's more letters.
That's more letters. It's more words. Damn it. Damn it.
You can even do SUX. You don't even have to type out the CKX.
Shut up, no.
It'll be even shorter.
I can't believe you said it's less letters.
I can't believe I said it's less letters either.
Oh my God.
I'm not right this morning. I'm off.
So we are actually broadcasting right now to the R5 Studios channel and the MANvsGAME channel.
That's right.
So he's got his whole community over there chatting.
Mankind.
So Mankind, if you guys want to join us real quick on the R5 Studios chat, just to make sure you guys have a chance to win as well.
Yeah.
I'll give you about 10 more seconds to get connected.
10, 9.
We don't need to do a countdown.
Yeah. I got really excited. I was going to get louder and more manlier by 1. I was just going to erupt, and Chuck Norris was going to explode out of my chest.
Your voice probably would have squeaked or something. It would have been
That would have been amazing.
It would have been a manly squeak. It would have been a manly squeak. You know when men get so angry, their voice pitches out? That's when you got to be most scared of a man.
I know when like 13-year-olds do that.
When they're becoming a man.
Well, there's 13-year-olds. They're scary people, those 13-year-olds. Have you ever met teenagers?
Yeah.
They're terrifying.
Okay, who we're going to give away to first?
All
Frank,
right.
You're going to be our picker. Tony, you're going to be our giver-awayer.
I'm the button pusher.
You're the button pusher, and I'm the hype man. We've got a Bronodon plushie that we're giving away right now, right here. Hit that button. Boop.
Teeth 0.
Teeth?
Teeth?
0?
Yeah.
0.
I wonder if he has 0 teeth.
I don't know, but that was a really lame
Soft
joke.
foods.
Well, if he's a child and he's got, if he's got
This
no
is
teeth.
perfectly reasonable for children.
It's not a toy, though.
It's not a toy.
It's not a toy.
Because otherwise we'd have to follow different regulations.
Exactly. It is
They
not
have lead
a toy.
in it. You don't want to know.
Yeah.
It's made out of asbestos. Don't worry.
They come with a plethora of diseases. It's not a toy.
Did you say I have a plethora of pinatas? Go ahead.
Moving on. So Teeth 0, congratulations. Let's give another one of those away right now. Hit that button. I'm going to try and make this work. Hit that button.
Are you going to do like the No Whammy song?
Yeah.
No whammies, no whammies.
And who's the winner of the second Bronodon?
K-Lodge TGO.
K-Lodge TGO.
Yep.
All right.
So
perfect.
both of you guys be sure to message us on the Twitch stream, R5 Studios.
That's right.
Send us your address, physical address.
Yes.
So that we can ship you the Brunner on plushies as soon as possible.
Yes,
And
yes.
What are we doing next?
Next, let's give away the two $20 starter packs.
Sweet.
For Firefall, yeah.
That hooks you up with some Battleframe pilot tokens that you can buy a Battleframe with, some cosmetic items, some various things that you can do, and some red beans to get you started.
Yep.
Oh, snap. So
that's why we call it the starter pack.
That's why it's a starter pack.
Get you started.
We're not very creative in naming
and we package
things.
it.
We're not very, well, yeah, red beans.
Yeah, we're not good at naming things. Go ahead.
Do we want to change the name right here, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, instead of starter packs, we're going to name it Beginner Bundles.
Oh, my God.
Huh?
If I could replace you, I would.
That's really rude thing to say on live streaming. That's really takes the wind out of my sails. Let's give away this two $20 beginner bundles.
Hold on, Windows wanted to activate.
Damn it, Windows.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
No activating right now.
Yeah, seriously.
Frank, hit that button.
I'm such a pro at this.
You are.
You're so good.
You're good at clicking.
Sotong Kia.
Sotong Kia.
You know what's awesome is I probably said it horribly and he made it worse, so that makes it better for me.
I definitely did not spell this
It's
right. I have to
definitely-
sound it out. Who doesn't sound out words if they don't know how to write them? You gotta.
But you do it so slowly. And
I mean, it's literally like the hooked on phonics
because
approach.
I type really slowly.
You're definitely not a magnificent bastard.
You don't use the home row. You're like the hawk typer.
No,
like,
I'm
you
a
gotta
pecker.
you gotta like zoom in and like hone in. You are a pecker.
Damn it! I didn't think that through.
We went downhill real fast.
Yeah, we did.
It's only the first hour.
So we went from like PG into R in like 45 minutes.
Except I'm name calling
Who's
myself.
the next one? Let's move on.
Let's go. $20.
These guys came to watch Man, not us.
I know, seriously. Jeez. I hate myself right now. The next $20 pack is going to who?
Colony, not colony.
Colony.
It's spelled like colony.
It's spelled like colony.
It is.
And I came that close to saying it initially. I was like, oh, I know what that says.
All right. Next up, we have a Death Adder mouse from Razer. These are really sweet mice. We use them here all the time.
Yeah.
And we're giving one away.
Sweet.
So, Frank, choose who gets the awesome Death Adder mouse from Razer.
Sends JJ.
Sends JJ. Congratulations. You're getting that Death Adder mouse. Sends JJ. Yeah,
Go.
boy. Are we actually clapping again? Damn it. Young blood. All right. Now it is time to give away the $100. Are we going beginner bundle?
No, we're not calling beginner bundles.
Damn it.
I'm cutting on beginner.
All right.
All right.
$100 starter pack for Firefall. We're in open beta now. You can use this code, get in, and get all the goodies. What's included in the $100?
Oh man, you get enough Battleframe tokens to buy all the Battleframes that we currently have available. If you already unlocked some Battleframes, save them because tokens are still used for future Battleframes that we'll be releasing because that's part of our model.
Yeah.
You also get all the cosmetic items. So you get like a mask, a hat, LGV that's custom painted, which is a vehicle that you can drive around. You get a personal arc porter to go back to Copacabana. So you can come home every 5-10 minutes. Ton of red beans.
You get a sweet title. We have titles in the game now.
Yeah, we do have titles in the game now.
You get a sweet title. Look at that.
Sick. Cool. Dude, that's a lot of stuff. So we're giving it away right now. $100 is going to
Blueberry Bird.
Blueberry Bird. Congratulations.
Blueberry Bird or Blueberry Bird?
Blueberry Bird.
Blueberry Bird.
You want to cheat off my screen?
No. As I know. No. What is that?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, we're good. Blueberry Bird, congratulations. You just won $100 freaking dollars. We'll be getting
in a pack of things that you can only use in Firefall.
Yes.
Yes.
$100 worth of Firefall awesomeness.
Well, it's more than worth $100.
That's true.
$250.
That is true.
Right?
Because of the red beans.
$180, something like that.
Something like that.
You save with the battle frames and everything.
Let's check the website.
But anyways, that's anybody that want a physical item, be sure to message us with your address. your physical address so we can mail it out to you. So that's the Razor Death Adder and the Bronodon plushies. If you want a non-physical item, a virtual item, be sure to message us just with your email address so that we can send that out to you. We'll go ahead and send those out as quickly as possible. For the physical items, expect at least a couple weeks for us to package it up, ship it out, and depending on where you live, it may take a little while to get there.
Yeah.
But we'll be giving away more prizes throughout the show. So we have 2 more hours of this show that we'll be giving away stuff at the end of every hour. And then when Day 9 and Sir Scoots come, we'll be giving away more stuff, including a final release of the Razor Edge. Speaking of Scoots, he just arrived. He's behind the camera.
It's like you say Scoots 3 times when he appears.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy crap.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I wish that really worked.
That was incredible.
And he's the one that told us about this cool little Chrome plugin that we can click a button.
right.
You don't have to be like, raffle, raffle, raffle. So that's a lot cooler.
Even though they're still like, raffle, raffle, raffle.
And we're going to cut back to what you guys actually came for, which is to watching Gamebreaker, who's now joined by Scott Youngblood. Oh, we're going to, excuse me, we're going to cut to a commercial real quick. We're going to go to a video. We'll be right back.
Too long, man was trapped, chained to the ground. Hunted. We will continue to fight and die. Destined to fall unless we evolve.
Right now, we are running them free for $19.95. The shipping on these are free if you call within the next 10 minutes. And actually, it's pretty exciting because we haven't offered that before.
We haven't, and that's right. But if you do throw in a few extra bucks, I will hand deliver it to your house.
Oh,
no, seriously, Karen, I will come to your house, and we can hang out. Perhaps I could crash on your couch if you wouldn't mind me having something from your fridge.
That's great. I think, yes, that deal is still going. And you know what? If you buy 4 shirts, we're actually going to give you a free hat.
I'm pretty sure it's lunchtime. I'm out.
Philip is, Philip's a little diabetic.
Welcome back. We are live at Firefall Fest 2013, and we're joined by Gamebreaker TV, Gary Gannon, MANvsGAME, we just call him Man, and Scott Youngblood, lead designer of, I was going to say World of Warcraft.
No, that game's old.
Tribes 1 and 2 and Firefalls. That explains the jetpacks, in case you were wondering.
How'd you sneak those jetpacks in?
Very carefully. A man named Dave McDowell one day, just on his own accord, with no help from anyone, just decided to put them in.
Just put them in? Yeah, there's a resignation.
Spontaneously appeared. I mean, what's better than spontaneous jetpacking?
Absolutely. I hope you gave that man a promotion immediately because it's
Dave is a master of his own destiny.
There you go, yes.
He's a very tall man.
Yeah, nobody
He's like
argues
8
with
feet
Dave.
tall, so, yeah.
It's like, all right, we have jetpacks now.
Like,
we don't have jetpacks, I quit.
Really, I couldn't do anything because he's so big. I mean, we had to raise his desk and get a special chair because he's like
7 feet.
something.
Yeah.
So so there was no argument. It was like jetpacks are in.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sure.
But he's got a mind to match his stature, so it's awesome working with him.
Very cool. I just want to mention that this interview segment really wasn't planned. They just booted us from the game. After we lost the 2 thumpers, they're like, cut it.
They're like, hey, you guys suck. Let's talk about something.
Yeah.
We just can't do attitude out of the game.
You guys left me during the community break. I was handling a chosen warbringer with the community, and I was like, where's my squad? You're like, oh, we're sitting in the chairs up front, getting ready.
So we were talking during the break, and I was mentioning some of the other games that kind of remind me of some of the inspiration that I see in Firefall. But what were some of those when you kind of said that, especially when the resources, especially in the crafting is where
Well, if we want to start with real inspirations for that, I mean, look at the primary thing that you're spending in the game, and it's got a name, right? And that comes from an old school game that, it was the first game I stayed up all night playing back in the day on the Commodore 64, Mule, right? And that game really taught me that you can have a lot of fun with resources. And, I didn't really know at the time where that would take me, but, down the road when I got the opportunity to work on a shooter, I wanted to have more than just shooting people in the face. And back on the Tribe series, I was trying to get resources back into a shooter when Mark and approached me with the golden ticket. He's like, oh, what were you trying to do with Tribes that you weren't able to do? And I told him about resources. I wish I could have seen the face, on the other line of the phone, because they'd already had the idea, right? It wasn't something that I came up with. And so it was awesome to be able to join forces and work with them and being able to achieve, what's been like a 15-year dream for me. Firefall really is kind of a dream come true, and it's awesome to be able to share it with everyone out there and let them influence what it can become.
I was saying some of the procedurally generated, resource nodes, things like that, remind me of my favorite MMO of all time, which was Star Wars Galaxies. As broken as it was, we know.
That was a team. I mean,
but some of the philosophy behind it, and as far as how that was all set up, and that was a huge cornerstone. And that's what I see with Firefall as well, as the overall arcing virtual world aspect. It ends up creating these super awesome bonds between people and communities and little camp groups and people doing things together for reasons that they come up with and are invested in, rather than just some NPC going hey, could you talk to my buddy that's standing right next to me?
Yeah, exactly. Could you just pass him this note?
Yeah, could you just give him this? Because
we thought about putting a quest giver that just trolls players. When we drop a thumper, there's that big circle and we play thumper chickens. Go stand in that circle. And go get me that rock 2 feet from me.
Brody would do it.
But yeah, we talked about Mule, and then when the younger generation came on, they're like, oh, you mean Star Wars Galaxies? Because we've never heard of Mule. Okay, we'll go with that. Star Wars Galaxies.
That sounds great.
Well, actually, both have a very large influence, but the Mule for me was the inspiration of I need to have this in a shooter. And then played World of Warcraft that came out. Actually, Warcraft before World of Warcraft. That was another large inspiration for me of trying to interject some more RTS elements into a better game. It's more stuff to do than shooting people in the face. Let's build some shit together and then go blow it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I really, the crafting integration into the game works so well. With World of Warcraft, it's almost kind of optional. Because I know I would go with blacksmithing, with my warrior, and then I would never make anything. It was just all about the loot drops, getting from the instances. And so I love though how in this game, you need those resources. Yeah. You get the resources, you're going to want to craft things, and it's just.
And it's going to cultivate also players eventually that become the best players to go to for X.
Oh yeah,
they are going to be the, because I remember those stories of being hey, there's this one guy in this server and he makes the most amazing blaster pistol, and you had to go search out and put an order with him,
oh wow,
tell him online and be hey, I want one of these. He'd be all right, I'm backed up. I need about a week to get that thing done. And that again created another social experience with a real player, just as a vendor and a person. And a lot of the games just they've lost that.
You need a world. You need that whole drag all your shit to the East Commons tunnel and barter with all the other players. That socialization is something that I feel has been missing in a lot of games, and a lot of what we put into Firefall is really designed to get players together and blowing shit up and having fun, and there's no strings attached, right? It's just doing cool stuff together.
Yeah, huge emphasis on social, and we don't mean, oh, you can tweet from our game, right? We mean, Do you remember when that came out? I was like, we're going to be social, and all they did was like
We have
add
a Facebook
Twitter
page.
feed, Facebook page. It's like, no, I mean, games are inherently social. Let's get back to the strengths of games being social and that being the social experience.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like some of the more recent changes. Like you look at a Thumper, and now a Thumper will advertise what it's getting, and that was one of these features that was really designed to just help people play together organically. You don't have to push them together.
Yeah.
They'll do it on their own.
Yeah.
And then, it's been awesome just being able to run around with groups of random people that I didn't know. We show up at an Ares mission, we go in, we blow some crap up, and then we squad up, and now we're ready to go. And we formed this little war party that, I didn't have to go for a looking for group and wait for somebody and then have them judge me for my gear.
Queuing, yeah, like you're talking about before, like so many MMOs have become like this, they focus very much on like the single player experience where, it's like, if you want to have the multiplayer experience, you just get into a queue. I love this sort of organic way, like you just said, where you can just, you see a Thumper that's, drawing the resource you need, you go over there, you join them, and then, maybe you squad up, and then you go do other things. But earlier, just before we started here, you were talking about like some of the things you guys have planned for for the resource, for the crafting aspect of the game.
Yes.
Like,
we have a lot of plans for resources and crafting. We've mentioned some of these in the past. Like, how much can I give away? Like Army technology, we've talked about.
Hint.
Hints and allegations.
You mentioned being really good at something. We have intentions for doing that as well, letting you be the best at something. Being specialized is an area that we want to allow players to gravitate toward and feel cool for doing that. A lot of the progression of Firefall right now has been around building your gear, but you can expect to be building a lot more things that are about pushing
It's
back.
not a sandbox until you're building stuff. Not just for yourself, but for the world.
Yep.
Bases.
Say no more.
Say no more.
He's like,
because then I just want to blow your shit up. I'm coming for your city, man.
I know.
That's it.
And I love that kind of just organic thing where like the players are more like creating the world. It's like well,
it's their story, right? I mean, that's why people play MMOs. It's not to be spoon-fed somebody else's story. It's about what we do to, with, and against each other. Right? That's when the experience for me is the most interesting, because it wasn't a writer and a designer that decided this is how it's going to play out every single time.
Yeah, absolutely. That kind of emergent gameplay. Those, I mean, to me, roguelike games they're becoming like, or roguelike-like games are really kind of in vogue right now, and I swear it's that emergent kind of gameplay where, because those are the gaming experiences that really stick with you, because
you can't create those stories. The players do. We do. Like, we play it. We come up with them. Like we, I'll bring up again EVE Online. They have some of the greatest news stories ever.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's nothing that devs controlled. They didn't write any of that. They didn't script any of that. They gave it to the players. Like, hey, here, go do this. I can see that completely happening in Firefall. It's set up to do all that.
We really hope that our armies and stuff sort of take on some aspects of the corporations in EVE. I mean, that's another big inspiration. It's like, let's look at a great sandbox game out there, and EVE, if you're playing spaceships, is the sandbox game for spaceships. So it's like, hey, how do we bring that on a personal level, individual basis, and go from there?
Yeah, when those Uber resources are sitting in a bank somewhere, nobody really knows what to do with them, and all of a sudden they realize what they're for, and then somebody infiltrated and steals all them out of your bank, and then boom.
There you go.
The resources come and go, so you can get I mean, the 16 resources are always there, but the quality level, it varies over months, days, that sort of thing. So you could totally hit a rich vein and corner the market for that, sit on that stuff, and then wait till it's...
Wait 6 months when it's 10x and sell it,
Play the market,
Or use it for that one war against that rival that you've been waiting to own.
Exactly.
It's going to happen.
I think it's really important, too, for MMO players, especially, I'll call them newer school MMO players, to understand that they might be slightly confused coming into Firefall, like with all the resources and being like, how does this work? Why is this like this? I'm not used to crafting like this. And it's like, if you give it some time and you let the world start evolving and building, you will soon understand why. Because you're going to have these social hubs open up, I'm sure, like in certain areas where this is where the traders go, and you'll be standing out there going like, I've got this, you want to buy this, and things like that. And using auction house, but also like even like one-to-one kind of resource selling.
I miss that bartering system and that face-to-face contact.
It's important.
That's why MMO started, right? Yeah. That's what made them different from single-player games.
Yeah, and yet you see this whole drive to making them. There's a lot of fear. It's like fear of consequences for the player, fear of them not knowing what to do, so they like tell you exactly what to do. Fear of not finishing the game, so they sort of like make it very easy for everyone to finish 95% of the content. And fear of the multiplayer aspect. It's like you need to be able to solo. For the longest time, after WoW, it's like, oh, in order for your MMO to succeed, you have to have this game where you can totally play by yourself and never talk to anybody. And I was like, that's like throwing away a huge reason for an MMO to exist. Because, I mean, let's face it, MMO, they can't have the amount of scripted content or polish that a single player game does. So if you just, because of the cost and because you're building a whole world, but if you try to take your MMO and compete with a single player game, it can't offer that richness of single player experience. So why not leverage the thing that you really have, which is that social multiplayer
How do you
aspect.
test the stickiness? How do you test those things that you put in the game to try and draw players together and see if it's really working?
You have an idea, you code it, and then you hope that it works. I mean, a lot of this is, educated guessing. You use the experience that you have of, okay, this idea worked, and this is a similar type of thing, so I can adapt this idea to make that work. But sometimes it's a complete crapshoot, right? And we've tried some things on this game, and we've learned a hell of a lot by trying those things, right? And we've iterated based on what we've learned. So, for us, I think the process is working. It's taking us a little bit longer to get to the product that we have now, but, the end result, or what we currently have, because this isn't by far not the end, feels pretty good to us.
It's been like a true beta as well, which you don't see too often anymore, where they're really listening to player feedback and then drastically changing systems. And
yeah, I mean, sometimes that, we agonize over the player feedback, a lot more than we should. And it's, it starts arguments and, but, we eventually we'll resolve, and then maybe we'll have two things to try. And we'll try one, then we'll try the other, and then we'll listen. And then we'll do what worked best.
Do you think it's a whole new form of game development in general, of just being really being that much more transparent? I mean, even things like this, right? Like things like this wouldn't have happened a few years ago with developers and companies just sitting on a live stream, talking live, unscripted. There's no script, there's no talking points. We're just kind of talking about it. That would never have happened a few years ago.
No, it was all very oriented and controlled and everything else. And we think that that's because of the fundamental shift in distribution of games. Before, you'd sell your game in a box at Walmart and Target and GameStop. And now we're direct to consumer with free to play. So that is our customer. So we really have that close interaction, and we think it's important to build that community together. The other thing that we do is we're not afraid to show stuff really raw and early, because that's the best time to change it, because you haven't spent millions of dollars making this feature, and you haven't gotten so, as a developer, emotionally attached to it because you've spent time polishing every pixel of it. It's important to get it rough and ready out there to get the feedback so that you can make a change. So you're not throwing away millions of dollars of system. It's still hundreds of thousands.
It's got to be scary, though. It's got to be scary, the fact that there's that player out there who plays it and sees that and goes like, why are they doing that? I don't get this. I'm gone. And then they don't want to come back.
Yeah.
Well, but they don't understand that, well, we're doing this. We're testing it. We're going to see if you like it.
What's really fascinating, though, is that I think over time our core testers realized this, and they started to develop a faith that why we're doing it and that we would do the right thing. And so our return rate, like when we do a major patch or something it's over 90%. It's huge.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's because we built that trust and that transparency. We're posting in the forums. We're very, I'll answer PMs, messages. I do everything I can to interact with.
Because to be honest, now in the free-to-play world, closed beta is pretty much launched. Not even open beta. That's what they consider it. And not a whole lot usually changes. And that's what I'm saying. Going all the way back to PAX when I first got to start playing Firefall, it was like, man, drastic changes are happening. This is a true beta, which isn't ending, I believe. An open beta is going to be the same way.
It's still going.
Well, I mean, that's our corporate motto, right? Change everything, create fun. And sometimes we agonize a little more over the risks of the changes that we choose to undertake, but it feels like the risk was worth it.
We'd rather take the risk and try to do something new than to just sort of do better what has been done before.
Yep.
That I think creatively it's just more interesting for us as game developers, and hopefully it's beneficial to gamers who get the benefit of all these new experiments out there. That's why we love indie gaming, right? Yeah. We have a whole show, Rise of the Indies, on our YouTube channel devoted to kind of highlighting this creative change in the industry, because we've gotten really good. I used to work at a big publisher. We've gotten really good at refining genres and polishing them and pumping out millions of copies and sort of milking it for every cent that it's worth. But we can't take the risk as a big publisher on new innovative ideas, because to reach profitability, you have to have such a huge scale. So it's nice to see the shift where it's like, okay, now we can get new ideas from indie games and have players play it and get feedback, and that will hopefully jumpstart these other new big genres that the big publishers can tackle.
Yeah, and they'll try and emulate, what you've got going on here. But yeah, overall, I love the whole aspect of sort of empowering the player and sort of bringing them along on the the journey of the game creation process, having them be an active part of it. Listening to the feedback, you just don't see that a lot of the times. It's a lot of handing the game down, and then now you play it, and the company's kind of moving on to the next thing or whatever, and it's very cool.
It's very interactive.
Do you think some other people in the industry kind of feel like that, that the whole theme park MMO thing is I don't want to say dead, but it's not sustainable, and that this is like, you really need to kind of give players the tools to kind of create their own content, and that's obviously where you guys are going with it. Do you think it's like the future of MMOs in general?
Well, we believed that for a long while, years ago, right? We announced free-to-play before it was popular for a AAA game to be free-to-play. And I remember looking around the room, we're going to do this? We're going to announce it? Yeah, we're going to announce it. All right, we're insane. Okay.
I remember hearing that way back then, and I was like, wow, there's hardly any free-to-play games here. They're all Eastern games, and the West doesn't really. And then within 6 months, like everyone in the West kind of slowly, really quickly shifted, and like gamers were just like, oh, this isn't free-to-play? I'm not trying this.
Exactly. I mean, I'm tired of paying $60 for a game and finding out I don't like it. And you can do GameFly and other stuff to rent games and stuff like that, but I think I want to lower the barrier of access to games. I said, hey, all games should operate this way, and they should evolve over time. So you don't invest. How much was Star Wars: The Old Republic? Like 250 million or something? You don't invest all that and then see what you got. You kind of like build it up in stages with your community, growing your community at the same time. And that, to me, is a lot saner, right? It's like, I think we forgot how expensive it was to create these things. We kept making them the same way over and over again, and the risk got bigger and the failures got bigger. And it's like, how do we change that process? Not just so that it's less risky from a financial perspective, but it's more engaging with the community. So. Free to play was a big thing, and then the whole dynamic world stuff was also completely different at the time. Now sandboxes are becoming popular again. People are asking for sandbox games. So I think we maybe see 6 to 12 months ahead, and that's just enough to squeak in there.
Well, we'll keep innovating, right? If we come up with new ideas, or the community gives us a good idea that makes the game better, that innovates it in a way that makes sense for it, then we'll do it, right? And that's the whole point of Firefall, is you get to play it the way that you want to play, and if it doesn't currently play the way that you want to play, then tell us, and maybe it'll make it into the game. You never know.
But a lot of it is you choose your own way to play.
Yeah, I mean, all the time, it's like, depending on what mood I'm in, I'll either go thump because I just want to be by myself, and I'll find a small rock that's hidden, or, I care about hoovering up Ares missions with, random people, or going out and doing melding tornadoes, or the instances that are now online. This is all real fun, and that gives you a lot of choice over how you choose to play.
Yeah. Really just a mindset for gamers. And if you find that right group of people to play with and you get in there and you have a really good experience, you kind of realize like, hey, when we jump in tonight, we can kind of do whatever we want. Hey, what do you guys want to do? And just like go and kind of play the way we want to play, which isn't the norm.
Yeah, that's what I found that I really enjoy, the dynamic events. I just kind of go out in a direction, I find a mission, that's maybe the closest thing. I go and do that, and then just kind of go from there. It's not like this structured experience where it's like, oh, now I have to go all the way back to town to turn in the quest or whatever. Just very again, the organic part of it is I
recently hopped in, like after a while of being away, waiting that you guys did another update. And I jumped back in, and I jumped in with like 2 or 3 of my buddies, and we were running around, and we were just having like a blast, and we were pushing back the Chosen and all these different areas. And we were doing that a lot. We were finding where they were pushing, and we were going in those areas, and we kept pushing back. And then one of my buddies was just like, "Why are we doing this?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but it's fun." Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I'm not totally sure yet, but I think that they kind of want it like that. They're like, we don't have like a quest or anything, and I'm like, not really. Like they're taking over, and I have a feeling that we should probably keep them out of this area, or things are going to get really bad.
We just want to keep delivering fresh experiences. So if you're having fun now, I mean, we're continuously adding to it, right? There's new frames that will be introduced every month, so that you can.
Every month?
Oh yeah, So a new frame every month. And so, and you can save up your pilot tokens for that. You can, or you can go out and just buy it with red beans, either one you want to do. And the long-term thing is you're pushing back the melding, right? This giant energy storm that covers the Earth. We recently unveiled 3 new pockets: Antarctica, Sargasso Sea, and what's the name?
Diamond Head.
Diamond Head. And those started small because we want players to be able to push the melding back and expose zones, on the size of New Eden, our primary zone. And like I was saying before in some articles I've written, is that the idea is that you don't out-level a zone and go to another zone. The idea is that, hey, there's all these new experiences here. This has something, other goals that you need as well, but you still need these goals, so you're using the whole world. And the world's just getting bigger around you versus you're just at the bleeding edge of zones, and you're exhausting the next 2 zones and 2 zones and waiting for the next expansion.
Sort of like that kind of looking at your AMA on Reddit, you're talking about like the horizontal kind of leveling system. Like instead of, like you said, like where you just kind of grind and then, you know, you basically you just work on out leveling, you know, 90% of the area of the game. You know, you don't even visit that area anymore because it's just so low level or whatever. I really like that approach of, you know, just, you know, the whole world, it becomes like your playground.
Yeah, I don't like the race to the top thing. You blow by all this content, especially since it's gotten faster and faster to go through now. And then you reach the end level and you're like, now what? It's like, MMOs to me have always been they're like a hobby, right? And it's like, and you choose your world and you want to feel like you can live an alternate life.
Read the lore and the comics, all that kind of, you want to absorb the whole thing. You're not looking for a new game next month. You're looking like, I want to stick in this game and play it for the long haul.
Oh yeah, and even if you don't play continuously, you come back. I mean, when I worked on Diablo 2, that players very much did that. They would come back for the patches and stuff as the game got bigger and bigger. And I missed that feeling. It's like, hey, this game won't be the same the next time I log in. There's going to be all this new stuff, new mechanics, and new places to explore, plus all the stuff I'm familiar with, right? So how can we build that value for a gamer over time versus just a fixed amount of value, which is the top level zones, and just keep launching new top level zones?
Well, and some of these will iterate over the time organically as well too. And we wanted really to give players power and choice over how these things grow organically. So you know, expect us to do some things that make it feel like your choices do matter as these pockets are unfolding.
What do you think is like the one, if you could say like the coolest thing in Firefall that you like, you're super just like, this is so awesome?
How could we not say the jetpacks?
Yeah, the jetpacks are awesome.
Now the glider wings are a close second.
Yeah, I suck at the glider wings right now. I just kept crashing.
They're touchy, and like I love how you really have to kind of like master, you know, that one point. Like somebody gave me the pointer of like, you know, you try and keep the cursor like just below the horizon line on that, and but I'm just gonna go with NATOs. NATOs are like one of my favorite events.
Tornadoes? Yeah. We call that mode, you know, PVT, player versus tornado.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're the only game
that has player
with
versus.
PVT. I know. Other games may have PVE. They may have PvP, but we have player versus weather.
You get to fight weather phenomenon.
It's our innovation to gaming. There you go. You're very welcome.
We're still working on our flying house technology, though.
And cows.
Yeah. And then landing them on people wearing scarlet slippers, right?
That'll be like a whole other instance.
What about the PvP side? So is it funny, early on, I think when I first heard about Firefall, it felt very much like a PvP game, and I didn't really even understand what the PvE aspects of it was, to be quite honest. It didn't even seem like it was like there. Now it seems like there's a lot of PvE going on. It seems like it's really built out. So what's going on with the PvP side that's new? What's changed recently?
So recently we just released Jetball, which is our first esports game type that is built off of similar game types you've seen in other games like Bombing Run, or Unreal Tournament had a version of it. But the idea is that we really wanted to give players a more team-focused game than our previous game types were, that allowed them to orchestrate, work together in a much more impactful fashion than like Team Deathmatch or you know, what we saw on either the Harvestor or Orbital Comm Tower maps. But this particular map type is, we really kind of took a look at our battle frame designs, re-engineered the designs for PvP so that they would work well with symbiotic relationship between them, but also making sure that the changes that we're making to the frames were equally useful and fun and interesting for players in the PvE space. We have a lot of plans going forward for PvP. We've talked about open world PvP. You know, we've also talked about building stuff together.
Makes this guy happy, right?
You can put two and two together and extrapolate where that could potentially end up, and that for me is pretty exciting.
We started with open world PvP. I think I mentioned earlier. What people don't realize is we rebooted the game about a little over 3 years ago. We started from scratch and concentrated on a set of experiences that we could build from, because what we had prior to that was a tremendous amount of R&D and assets being built for an open world PvP game. So we had, we've hinted at this on our live stream before, we have other races. And these were playable. So we were running around in battle frames with these things, and we're sitting on all that stuff because we never got to finish it, and we're so excited to go back and take all the stuff we built from before and start putting in. So when we talk about open world PvP, this is not a year, 2-year process. We have stuff that we've been sitting on, and we think we can execute it quite rapidly.
Yep. I want to put my vote in as like another guy who would be. Running around doing the PvE, incredibly fun. The thumping, doing the dynamic events, love it. One of the things that I just felt like that would be so cool, you know, like while I was thumping, is like just imagining, you know, some guy from a differing faction coming along and, you know, seeing my thumper, you know, that's the resource he wants, and it's on. Like, again, I love that idea of just that spontaneous kind of like action.
You could restrict your thumper to just your group and then really piss people off when they come over and you're like, wow, that Uber thing.
You know, I'm personally tired of Chosen stealing my thumper and blowing it up. I want to do it to theirs. I want to see them try to thump in the world and then go after and steal theirs.
There you
go. Yeah. maybe they've got that really kick-ass node of Radine that you've been waiting all week to spawn, but they've got their thumper on it, and you want to challenge them for that spawn.
Exactly. So you get this kind of king of the hill thing going on, where it's like, then you got to gather a huge squad, go take out that thumper, and we're going to get those resources.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
It's like a playground for the imagination. We wanted to first build, people are like, well, why didn't you just build out all this content first? It's like, no, we wanted to make sure we had the systems in place, because so much of this world is simulated, right? Even down to the gliders, there's real physics simulation on that, stall speeds and all that stuff. But the world itself is simulated, and it's like, we wanted to make sure we had all those core systems in place, because after we do that, then the world is your oyster, right? Then we can add these other mechanics on top of it because we have that solid foundation. So
how often do you see like with like the cadence of like new content sort of coming out? Because it seems like, especially at least in the theme park world, it is getting shorter and shorter. You see like companies like ArenaNet now, they're trying to do like, you know, every couple weeks and things like that.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks they are releasing content. Obviously to replace. So I'm wondering, like, you know, in a sandbox style mode, what are you guys thinking as far as, you know?
We're still working on our plans for that. You know, we're trying to gauge like how much content is too fast to oversaturate. You know, how much people can consume. Because if you feed them too much, they're not hungry. You need to be a little bit starved and want to play in order to keep going.
I think there's 2 tracks, right? You've got the long-term stuff, so that when we're working on features that are longer than, you know, months worth of work, and then you have the shorter-term stuff, which includes things like the battle frame a month. And then there's stuff that happens in the weeks between. And one thing that I hope we can do is, because our system, you know, allows us to create dynamic events and sort of like place them anywhere in the world, the server places them in the world, is that we can add more dynamic events fairly quickly. And even if it's just one, if that dynamic event now interacts with other dynamic events, you've created not just one type of encounter, you've created potentially like 10 or 20 of these things.
Mass invasion.
So that is the idea, is that, hey, by having these interactions, maybe we can achieve some sort of combinatorial explosion of possibilities. Right now it's very basic. We have tornadoes. Tornadoes, if you're thumping, they love thumpers, so they will aggro on thumpers. And so, you know, you see a tornado off in the distance and you're trying to judge, do I have enough time to finish this thumper, or should I send it back now, and things like that. And that's just one example of the things that we're playing with. So by adding these interactions, I think it's going to get very rich, richer and richer over time. That's the theme. It's like, we're not going to add content that doesn't interact with everything in the past, because you'll just blow through that. It's like, let's add content that makes the whole system richer.
Yep. You want to see those interactions between the world that, oh, I never saw that happen before. That was totally cool. There were 2 tornadoes in Copa. It was awesome.
Yeah. I think that happened to me earlier. I was playing, I think we were just thumping for some resources. We were meld thumping.
Oh, very hard.
Successfully, I might add.
Not with our group.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I was thumping near the melding wall, and then suddenly, yeah, like some chosen raiders came out, and it was just suddenly like, it's like, oh gosh, we got to defend the thumper, and the raiders are coming, and it's just, yeah, again, love that.
Well, we want more of that. You want the player to be looking over your shoulder. You have to be afraid of the chosen and wondering, what the hell are those guys up to, and why did they keep choosing me?
Yeah, exactly. What are they building in there?
Yeah. Maybe something good, maybe something bad.
How about on the esports side? Because you guys built a pretty robust camera switching situation there. You know, what were your plans to kind of go down that road?
More of that. I've got some other ideas around, well, I don't think we're ready to announce those yet, but in terms of giving like teams of players really cool shit to do together, and then, yeah, start there.
Talk about Jetball.
Jetball is awesome.
I feel like we're digging into like Day 9 and Sir Scoot's area because they're going to be focusing on the PvP later on. So
we're just talking. These are words.
They said unscripted, live.
That's true. Yeah. And by the way, I just want to say, Gary, thank you so very much for conducting this. Basically, like if you guys don't know Gary Gannon over at GamebreakerTV, he's the MMO guy. So that's why I'm just kind of
the guy, a guy.
You're a guy, but.
You're my go-to guy. When I want to watch an MMO stream, I go to GamebreakerTV. That's the truth. I'm not blowing smoke or anything. That's where I go. So.
But the esport thing is really interesting because every company says like, we want to do esports. It's like the buzzword, right? Everybody's like, we want to do esports. We want to do esports, and like everybody's failing basically. Yeah. Everyone is failing, besides the big guys and guys like Riot and stuff.
Yeah, Riot's done awesome. I mean, they've been kind of an inspiration for us. When they announced that they were free to play, it's like they were kind of a shining example of yes, you can do a quality game and make a reasonable living at it. For our esports, where we're at right now, I mean, it's just the beginning. This is the very foundation of what we want to do with our spectator mode, our camera system, with online tournaments and leagues, and ultimately, we'll do what the community wants for the esports thing.
I think the map modes are really important. Jetball is our first attempt at a spectator mode and a player mode that's enjoyable both to play and to watch, and that's why we built around a lot of tools around it and stuff like that.
Now, how do you do with the balance between you said making the battle frames really fun and balanced in PvE and then also in PvP? That's a big problem as well with a lot of games to try and juggle both.
Well, we segregated our balance currently. So the balance in PvP is completely isolated from whatever gear you build in PvP. We tried that initially, and people could go out and get their kick-ass chosen grenade launcher, and they come in and destroy all these noobs that don't have a kick-ass.
A lot of players love that.
Yeah, exactly. You love it, right? But when you're trying to play a sport and this guy is not playing at an equal field, then that feels a little bit off.
I think that's why open world PvP is bring your gear, right?
Yeah.
Bring whatever you have to the party.
That's when your guns matter.
And then the esport thing is really about here are fixed frames. Here's what they do. They're really tightly balanced against each other for things like Jetball, and we go from there. But it's relatively new. We had TDM as probably the more dominant mode that people played for a while, but that's not really a good esports mode, right? No. It's hard to follow the action and things like that. So by having a focal point with the ball and everything, it allows really people to dial into that.
And the battle frames, their abilities, how they behave, in respect to the ball or defense of the goal. The real prize that we were after with Jetball was to make players feel smart. Here's a toolbox. Now, what are you going to do with it? And seeing how creative players can be with using Thunderdome to block the goal, or special feathering of my jump jets to move faster along the ground because this is a skill move. Those things are in there. Back on Tribes, we had a bug called skiing that when one of the coders that was working on that particular feature asked me about it, should I fix it or not? I was like, no, leave this in. And I started to design for it, right? And so we look for opportunities to give players abilities to be smart and to pull out that clutch move when nobody thought it was possible at that last moment to pull out the win. That's the experience that we all want to play. You want to hit that home run, the last at bat. That's what you want to do.
Reminds me of rocket jumping in Unreal Tournament,
Yeah, Rocket Arena was one of my favorite things back in the day.
Yeah.
For Quake.
Yeah. But it's crazy.
So I had a question for Gary. It's
sure.
So from your perspective, what's been, because we've been so heads down in this, right? And I have my own theories, but I wanted to sort of, based on your audience and who you've talked to, what's happening in the MMO world? What trends do you see? What are people looking for? Because it seems like they're always looking for the game, and what do they want out of the game?
It's hard to say. I mean, right now, obviously free to play. They all want free to play. They don't want to pay
a price. Drastic change.
I know. I say it all the time. It's amazing how quickly it changed.
I'll never touch a game that's free to play.
Because it was associated with just terrible games. Games that, I wouldn't say terrible games, but games that the Western audience wasn't really in tune with. That's all they knew of it. Right, and then Riot came along, kind of changed that, and then it's like, oh wow, this can really be a quality game. So I think that's the first thing, is the barrier to entry. Gamers are really fickle, right? Like it's you've got a few minutes to kind of capture me and get me in this and really kind of suck me in, which is why I was talking to you about, with the sandbox game, always the barrier to entry is how do you communicate what's happening in this world? And when you drop all the quests and an actual hey, let me take your hand and walk you through this world, you've got a very short amount of time to kind of communicate with them. We find that gamers always say that they want what they don't want, and then when somebody else they sort of make something that's really outside of the box, they're maybe we don't want that. Yeah. I still think MMOs at our core are social. Yes. Like, and if you can build communities and groups of people that have fun together, and if they can experience that really early on and somehow get in those groups, they will stick. Because people quit games, they don't quit friends, right? Like,
right.
That's really what it's about. I just think a lot of MMOs, and I always thought, I'm a huge sandbox fan, much more than a theme park fan. So I've always felt that those were the games that kind of, if more MMO gamers, even like, who maybe never tried one, because they're not really in fashion right now, gave them the time, they would really have these experiences that they can't really even imagine that they could have. Those white knuckle moments, like, that time when you were in EQ and you like lost something or died like down a cliff and you were like, I have to go back and get my ball. Like, it was awful, but you told that story for like 10 years, and those stories that people came up with don't exist as much anymore. So,
well, I mean, good storytelling is about, problem solving, right? There's challenges that come up for the hero to solve, and I feel like as game designers, we're removing more and more of those stumbling points just so you can get to the next cutscene. I just mean games in general, and you're not as invested in the game that way because there's no consequence now.
Well, it's not about the end point, it's about the journey, right? And you want that journey to be as interesting as you possibly can and have unexpected turns because you don't want to be knowing exactly what's going to happen and hum your way through it.
The thing is, the hardcore of the hardcore, especially, like a lot of the GameBreaker community, they've been sort of taught to get to the end game, right? That's where the game starts, and I can never understand that. I'm like, why does the game change when you get to end game? Like, why all of a sudden is it a different game? I don't know. I played this whole game up until level whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm doing something different. Like, now I'm raiding or whatever. That never made sense to me. So,
but I think you hit upon the thing that makes me the most nervous about putting Firefall in open beta. It's like players say they want sandbox, players say they want this dynamic environment, and yet the MMO community has grown so large from when I first started on WoW to encompass players that have been trained, millions and millions of players trained to expect an MMO to sort of lead you through these quests. And if in the first 5 minutes they don't get like, 15 quests in their quest log to go and do, they're like, they don't know what to do. And we've actually seen that and said, well, will that be overcome? And I think it starts with the core, right? If you can convince the core has massive influence over everybody else, and they can sort of like hold their hand and lead them through those moments. So that's one thing we've invested a lot in is, invigorating our core audience. We've got over 1 million people registered, right? And just from closed beta, and now we're taking new registrations. If they can, and if they're converted and they believe and they understand, then hopefully they'll teach the others. But it's tough.
Well, going back and looking at some other games that had, I mean, back in the day, you probably remember when Eve's tutorial was like 12 hours long and it was insane.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I think they did really well is they I don't know if CCP cultivated it, but they got Eve University kind of became this thing. Where
that's right.
And it still really works. It's where it's the community, the players created something called Eve University, and when new players come in, you can contact them, and they'll like take you out and teach you how to fly and teach you how to mine, and like it's just all community driven. I can see something like that being really well, like really early on. It's like getting to talk to.
That's a good idea.
Well, there's some community guys out there that are doing some of that stuff right now. Like if you look at the Bane Busters, these guys put together Bane Claw runs, very frequently, and they do it just because they want to help people have fun at Firefall.
It's part of something we're doing as well at GameBreaker, not to make this into a GameBreaker plug, but we're working on creating something called the GameBreaker Nation, which is like I want to create the world's largest cross-gaming guild in the world. That's my goal. So we want to. I'm sick of. I've been playing MMOs for so long, and I'm sick of people becoming friends, and then some of them fragment and go to different games, and then those friendships break up. So I'm like, why does that have to happen? Well, if we just create the world's largest gaming guild, and you guys want to hop from WoW to Firefall. There's people there. There's people there, right? Your friends are there. You can go try it. You can just jump down. So I think we need more of that. It needs to go back to community. Like it's all about community.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are.
MANvsGAME is. I've been chosen. All right, I'm in.
Well, this is your plug moment right now.
Oh, MANvsGAME. I'm going to continue playing games alone and being a loner. No.
And making them a lot more fun than playing by yourself.
But you're not alone. You have all these people watching you.
Exactly. When you were talking about the Bane Claw runs, when I did my Firefall broadcast that Friday, I believe, that's basically what happened. Is some guys came in, and I learned so much that day because I don't have a key to get into these instances and whatnot, and. But yeah, we took out Bane Claw.
They're bastards, aren't they?
They're
like, you won't even give them a key.
I know.
Actually, beforehand we were talking about should we give out keys or not, and we're like, oh no, they should earn them.
They should earn them for it, man. That's true. They are. They're not giving us anything. They're just like
or if we do give it, we'll take it away right after the show.
I respect that.
Indian givers.
No help. no help.
Yeah, I think the other challenge with an open world is that you can't just look at the map and see what, oh, there's X zones and things like that, because people don't know about Bane Claw Run, right? Most people don't know that there is a special device that you can use to activate a melding repulsor, and you see that huge energy curtain at the edge of zones just move back, and all this new territory gets exposed, and then you can use another device to summon the Bane Claw, and it's a big boss encounter thing, and the winner of that gets the brain bucket, which is the big helmet.
Half the viewers are probably watching this going like, what is he talking? What is this stuff? But that's great, because the imagination is so much cooler than learning about these things socially. I think it's so much cooler, than or than just being like, okay, you did a quest. Now here's that device that opens that thing up. It's like, no, I just want to be with a group one day, and that happened. Like, what's going on?
Oh my God! Look, there's a portal at the bottom of a tornado.
Where? Exactly. That was my experience exactly. Like I saw the tornado and I was like, oh, cool. You shoot the rocks and you get the whatever and then after the tornado was gone, I was like, what? There's a portal?
And then you jump into the portal, and now you're in another sort of dimension?
And that's the first step. We actually wanted to take you to a variety of locations in the melding. So the first one is kind of like that treasure room thing where the crystals come out and you shoot them to get resources. But we plan to hang many more off of the tornado encounter, so when you go into the tornado, you don't know which way you're going to go. And eventually we want you to be able to build keys to tune it so that you can choose which type of pocket you want to go into. Wow. So each of these encounters are really kind of like springboards for other encounters that we're going to enrich them with.
They're all means to an end, right? And I think J.J. Abrams put it best. He did a TED Talk on, about like Lost and things like that. But one of the things that kind of really resounded with me was he had this box. It was a cardboard box that had a big question mark on the side. It was a mystery box. And he had a really touching story that he told about, his grandfather buying this with his his grandfather years ago, and he'd never opened the box, and now his grandfather is dead, and he refuses to open the box, right? It's all about maintaining the mystery. And that's, it's really important for us as a species is to not know everything, to wonder what's over the hill, right? And so a lot of what we plan on doing in terms of the mystery with Firefall is always giving that next piece of the mystery, and you're always chasing it. Damn those meddling kids.
Not being able to see every piece of content is okay. It's okay, But gamers don't like to think that anymore. They want to see everything, and I want to be bolstered up, bolstered down. I want to be able to do everything sideways, solo, with a group, whatever. And it's like, I personally don't think that's like usually really what gamers want. They think they want it, but they want to experience that. They want their imagination to flow a little bit more.
In this age, there is that aspect of, you find a game you maybe like, you kind of find out, and then you instantly just go to the internet and you just like
read
pour
everything.
Through all the
info. Ruins it.
Exactly. That has been my point on MANvsGAME for so long, that like I don't want you to tell me the secrets. Please don't tell me the tips, hints, how to do the things, because that's the joy of playing a video game is figuring that stuff out on your own, or
when games were actually difficult. I joke around about MMOs all the time, and I just started doing this, and this is my feel-good slot machine. Because that's what MMOs have become. It's like, I'm a terrible player, I'm really bad at this. Just give me more gold, give me more achievements, give me more stuff. I feel so good.
And yet it's not working, right? No. Because the more you make it the slot machine game, the faster people blow through everything, and well, show me the slot machine with a different theme now. And that doesn't build enough of a community to carry you forward, which is why I think so many MMOs launch great and then they have no staying power, right? I think just as an industry, we've got to like pull players back from that and say, listen, there's another aspect to this game that's a lot more powerful that you should really experience.
It's the whole exploration, the opportunity to feel like you're smart, that you saw an opportunity, did something, and then it totally capitalized on it. That's amazing. When I play games that don't give me enough time to do that, it angers me. And you're like, oh, maybe you should try climbing up there. Like certain, 3D puzzle story games are really good about this.
You have that annoying companion who's just like, maybe you should try hitting A.
Yeah, and then I just want to punch him. Like, I could have got to that if you'd given me some time.
The in-game tips are getting so ridiculous, and they really are. They're just sort of like, they very often, for me, ruin an otherwise fantastic game where you're just like, could you please stop holding my hand through this entire experience?
Actually, leading on that, what's your take on add-ons?
Like mods and stuff?
Yeah. Do you embrace them, or do you?
We like them. We want to find ways to get more user-generated content into the game. Right now, it's mainly on the interface front, but people have created some really incredible things. I mean, one of our most active modders, Lemon King, he wrote a whole racing mod for LGVs.
That's awesome.
So you can actually, it's called Rain, and you can actually create a track using these holographic markers in the world that only other people who have the mod can see. and then you can save those tracks to the cloud. And so you can pick the track you want to race and get your friends together, and suddenly this whole race course appears in Copa, and you just race that thing. So we love stuff like that, and it's not, and that's an example of how it's even beyond the interface. There's like a mini game in the world now. So we actually partnered with Curse and to more robustly support that, and they've got, right now it's running up. You can download Rain and other mods there. There's like 7 different ones right now, and more authors are uploading over time. I think that's essential. And getting back to the esport aspect, I would love a map editor one day for PvP,
hell yeah.
because we're probably not going to be able to try every game type out there and see what happens. But if you open up the community, you get stuff like Dota, right? I mean, when we were working on Warcraft 3, we never expected that map type to be the most popular map on Battle.net, and it became that.
Spawn a genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Blizzard didn't make it, right?
Yeah.
The community made that. So I would love to see that. There's some barriers for us. I think the UI mod and the stuff we're doing with Rain and stuff takes us so far, but being able to edit a level right now is very dependent on our in-house tools. But that's one thing we're looking at. It's like, how do we take baby steps towards, maybe it's like, in Halo did Forge, right? Maybe it's like, oh, you can't change the map, but you can do some logic and stuff and move objects around and barriers around the world, and then we'll go from there. I'd love to see that, because the best ideas...
Gotta get ready to see the YouTube videos of the crazy maps people would be creating of all this crazy trick shots. And
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, we've got replays in the game, so it's a really good way to do that. Right now, you can just pull up the matchmaker, and you can select any match you want to view, and people are already making little machinima out of that and stuff like that.
So, do we have time for one hard-hitting question?
All right.
I have a very hard-hitting question.
42.
I want to talk about this. I noticed with the dancing on the characters, the female characters,
jiggly physics.
They have a very sensual, very wonderful dance going on, and I really enjoy it. Then the male characters, what's going on there?
He's Hot Eye Joe.
He's doing the hillbilly stomp there. He's harmless. Don't mind him. He's just having a hoedown there.
So you would like to have the female sensual dances available to the male to be equal opportunity to the sexes?
Perhaps. Either way, or
maybe some different dance types.
Man's a cool guy. Exactly. To make him feel a little uncomfortable with his inner self. He's like, I'm a cooler dude than that. I wouldn't really dance like that.
I want to get sensual.
So if you could have any dance that you wanted, what dance would it be?
He wants a lap dance. That's what he wants.
See, that I don't know.
See, I'm picturing river dance.
Oh, yeah. I want to be the lord of the dance. Anyway, that's all I have.
That would actually be amazing. A whole
This
group
is your
of people
chance. If
doing
you
river
name it,
dance in a
then
group.
we have to do it because we're live streaming.
Oh gosh, I just blew it because
You know what you should do is come up with a social dance like the hokey pokey.
There you go.
Ring around
or
the
not.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe not as hard hitting as I thought, but.
Well, thankfully we dodged the dancing question, and it's time to go to commercial. When we come back, we'll have more Firefall, more community. So please join us and download the game. It is open beta, and free.
It's fun, guys.
Firefall Fest. We're back here doing a little bit of shopping on the TV.
Stuff.
Just so you know, everyone you love, everything you love in this world, it will at some point die, and you will be alone.
What he means is that we are selling some Founders Packs here today. The lowest level is actually the Ensign level. Now that will give you a number of amazing, amazing things, but the main thing it'll give you is your name will be reserved in this game till the end of time.
And all the levels that you think you see in your own life are an illusion. In fact, we can never truly touch another person because there's a mortal veil between each of us. We are indeed all alone.
The second level that we're talking about today is the lieutenant level. Now this level is a little bit better than the ensign level. Not only will it reserve your name in the game, but it will also reserve your army name.
In fact, you probably don't even realize that this right now is a game. Everything in front of you, school, work, life, love, it's all a game. It's a simulation. In fact, perhaps someone's playing you. Who knows? Does anything matter?
And the most exciting thing yet is the commander level that we're selling here today. Now the commander level will get you both of your names reserved, and it will also give you an LGV so you can cruise around your world in an awesome vehicle.
What is your world anyway? What is it but a collection of lies and deceptions? Everyone I've ever loved has died.
The commander level that you're gonna get more red beans, you're gonna get more tiki masks. It's really an amazing deal that we're dealing with here. I really recommend, because you're gonna get the most bang for your buck if you actually go for the commander level. So I highly recommend that today. There's
no point. There's no point in any of it.
Bill, will you just take it down like one notch, please?
I'm going up.
You see the role play we're doing?
I'm going up.
We're doing a role
If
play.
there's a heaven, by God, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to exploit it.
You're ruining my career!
Your career. Your career!
Yes!
Well, I'm...
Okay, so there's the commander.
I'm alone.
The level...
I'm alone, Karen. I'm alone.
There's the commander level. The commander level is the top level. It is the best. You know what? We're gonna send it on back to you guys. We're gonna take a little break over here. It's great. Seriously, Phil, get down. Get.
I'm already gone, Karen.
No, just get down. Just.
There is no Philip.
Just get. Come on.
There is only the idea of Philip.
Yeah! All right!
Yes. Cheers.
Spike those mics.
Yeah, that was a 5, 6. Get ready to clap. 5. It's a long. Okay. Anyways, we're back to give away some more prizes.
Yes.
Because it's awesome. That's what we do. But we're giving away the prizes in the R5 Studios channel. I know we've grown quite a bit since we started the stream, and MANvsGAME's channel has gotten a lot of viewers.
Mankind.
And the Gamebreaker folks are watching on their stream as well.
They're really manning up over there.
Okay, that's. You know what? I'm tired of bad jokes. You're done. You're done. We are done with Tony for the day. I think we can replace you. Hey, Lee, can I get your help?
Yeah.
Are you? This over here. Take that with you.
Are you joking? You bastards had this planned, didn't you?
I think we're done with you, Tony.
Hold on. I'm just making things a little more comfortable for myself over here.
Oh my God!
Oh, jeez.
This is such crap.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Finally.
Hit the brick, sister.
All right. I'll take my sun rag.
Be nice to me, or I'm calling Sarah.
I'm not scared of you or your big
Or I'm calling
muscles.
Sarah.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm just gonna keep the seat warm, big boy. Okay, let's give away for the free stuff.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right.
Finally, we have someone on the stage who knows how to act.
Wow. Can I do one thing though, real quick? Frank the Tank.
You know it.
It tastes so good when it hits your lips. You know it. Fill it up again. I think I just spit on myself, so I do need
That's
these.
why you brought the paper towel. You just like clean yourself.
Okay. Well, no, I know that Tony has his little spooge rag here for himself, so I figured.
A sweat rag.
Hey, one man sweats another man's spooge in some parts of the country, pal. Okay, let's give away some free stuff.
I don't want to know what part of the country that is.
I don't know where I was going with that. But hey, I do have to comment before we give away some free stuff. I have to comment that we've got like over 130 views on the open beta Firefall trailer.
Nice.
So that's
130?
great. Over 130,000.
Which is also over 130.
Yeah, well, okay.
We're only at like
131. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we're over 130,000. So we're all really excited about that.
And we've been showing it on the stream, so people have been catching
and it was great to do. It was fun. I know we were here yesterday.
Yeah. For those of you guys that don't know, Lee Rariman plays Typhon. He not only dresses up for us at conventions and things like that, but he played Typhon in the trailer.
I am Typhon.
And private parties. He dresses
And private parties.
He dresses up for us there.
If you're looking for him, please contact. No. So we are going to give away some prizes.
Great.
I forgot what we were giving away, though, for this time. What are we getting? The AMD CPU.
We're giving the CPU.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know which CPU that is.
The AMD. We don't need Tony. We don't make him feel needed.
Ooh, I got Tony's computer over here.
How much porn is on there right now?
How warm is that?
It's making me horny. How do I know?
We're giving away
now we're moving it to X.
Yeah,
because I'm still drooling.
We're going to first start giving away some Bronodon plushies. Again, we're giving 2 of those away. If you want to be a part of this, be sure to hop in the R5 Studios channel and just say hello so we get you caught up there. But we'll give away the first plushie. Frank, who are we giving away to?
We're giving away to Descenoff.
Descenoff. Lee, your job is to write down that name.
Okay.
Descenoff. Feel free to message, please message R5 Studios in the Twitch chat with your address so that we can mail that out to you.
How do I spell Descenoff?
Disenoff.
I got all caps on like a.
See, Tony, he asks how to spell things. He doesn't just assume and make an ass out of
Did I do it right? I did it right in his little chat box, right?
I got it.
Lee cover. Frank cover for Lee.
I'm no Tony and I'm no Sarah, and I'm certainly no Frank the Tank.
Okay, who's gonna get the next one though?
All right.
We're giving 2 of these away. Who's next?
Mayday Believes.
Mayday Believes. You win a Bronodon plushie.
Mayday.
Again, message R5 Studios with your address, and we'll get that out to you.
All right.
Cool. I think we have some starter packs to give away.
Yes.
2 $20 starter packs and a $100 starter pack. Let's do the $20 first.
You want to do the $20 first? All right.
Who do we got?
We got Loadout Rules.
Loadout Rules. With a Z or?
With an S.
Hey.
Loadout one word?
Yep. Everything is one word.
Loadout Rules one word?
Yep.
Shows what I know.
Sweet. You get a $20 founder pack. Again, message R5 Studios, so we'll send that out to you.
That's right.
You don't need to send me your address for that one. It's a code.
Yeah, we just give you a code.
And next one.
Next, Hector D.
Hector D.
Yep.
H-E-C-T-O-R?
Nope, H-E-K-T-O-R_D.
Sweet.
H-E-K-T-O-R. D-O-R, T-O-R?
T-O-R.
Underscore D. Just the letter D.
Just the letter D.
Am I doing this right?
You're just spitting it back out in chat.
You're letting chat know, like,
that's cool.
Faster than they'd know over the video.
He already responded as, hell yeah, that's
you guys
right.
busted my chops, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You're filling Tony's role perfectly.
This is exactly what happens.
For those of you who are worried or just kind of tuning into the community here, I'm not replacing Tony. I'm just the big boathead who's keeping the seat warm.
Don't pretend that. No, man.
Actually, Tony's gone. He's out of here.
Okay, there you go. We could have kept this going for years.
Oh, yeah, you think I kept my big muscles, huh? You just come in here and take my job. Well, guess what? Get the hell out of here. Please.
That's pretty good battle freight. I think I'm being replaced.
Is that toilet paper?
No, these are my muscles.
All right, guys. I love you. It's been real. It's been fun. But I don't want to get this big.
All right.
Yeah.
Go. No, stop. Don't hurt me.
Bye, guys.
All right, thank you, Lee.
Bye, Lee. Sit down. We need to give away more prizes. They want to get back to man. Mankind is getting desperate for more man action.
You just said so much man-on-man action, I don't know. How much more there can be? God, my muscles are so sore.
It's probably because
what has he done to this thing? What have you done?
He's not a computer person.
I hope our mics picked that up.
My freaking.
Who's next? $20 pack.
$20 pack. I guess that's what we're on.
Nope, we gave out 2 $20 packs.
We already gave you 2?
We gave out 2.
$100 pack then. Tony, you can give out the $100 pack.
I was keeping track, unlike Tony.
Thank you so much. Go ahead and hit it.
Now, do you want to press the button since you were like, come on, man. It's an olive branch.
All right.
Squish 112.
Yes.
It's a good one for you. I was hoping it would be somebody named Moist.
Squish is pretty close.
That's pretty close.
It's up there.
Squishy Moist. We can.
No.
No?
Stop with the moist thing. What has he done?
Moist.
Squish.
Okay, moving on. $100 pack. Message R5 Studios. Now for the big grand prize for this segment. The AMD CPU. What is it again? It's an FX.
It's the FX 8350.
8350
CPU from AMD.
Did you look up last night what CPU means?
I did not have time. I was
didn't do your homework.
Too busy working out. You know, really just.
That looks.
I can't believe. Like, I mean, usually when people stuff their like clothes, they take it off the roll.
Yeah. It's kind of giving you a weird shape.
Yeah.
I don't. This is just the way my muscles are, so
let's give it away.
Let's give it away. Let's give it away. Click that button, Frank.
Reese 212. R-E-C-E.
R-E-C-E.
212.
212.
212.
Congratulations, you get an AMD FX CPU. Be sure to message us with your address, though, so that we can mail that out to you.
That's right.
As soon as we get back to the office. And that's pretty much it for our prizes.
Did we give away 2 Bronodons already?
2 Bronodons, 2 20s, 1.
We took care of business, man.
I must have not heard that over my tears in the corner.
Your tears? Your tears make noises?
They're very
Your tears just drop out and scream.
I really wanted people to know that was not planned. I just
yeah, that
it was planned on our side.
We knew about it the whole time.
Oh my God! I thought you were my friends.
No.
No.
You're pretty much replaceable. Sarah, if you're available and you want to stop by the stage, we could
we could do this bit again.
It's terrible.
Oh, he really is crying. Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. Oh. Well, that's it for us over here at the community stage. We'll be back for one more prize giveaway at the end of next hour, and we're gonna give away. What's the last thing we're giving away? A video card.
Yes.
7970 from AMD as well.
Yeah.
But the big prize, the Razer Edge, will be given away next segment with Day 9 and Sir Scoots. So around probably 5:45 this evening. So if you do have to leave anywhere, be sure to come back around that time in order to win a Razer Edge.
Even if you've won something before, anything, if you just won this, any of the Bronodons or cards or starter packs or anything, you still are eligible for the big Razer Edge.
Yeah, so that's going to be a huge prize for us. And we'll be demoing it a little bit later, playing some Firefall on it. It's pretty cool. If you use gamepads, you're pretty much set to go. And Firefall does support gamepads, so it's pretty easy to play Firefall on this. But we're going to take a quick break to watch a little video, and before cutting back to MANvsGAME, GameBreaker, and Mark on the main set. So we'll be right back after this video.
The truth. It's in there. It's in Blackwater. The arc light. Fortaleza. The melding. They told us we'd find out what was behind all those things. Just grab your guns and take a trip to Blackwater Swamp. The only thing they didn't tell us, it's a one-way ticket.
player, I enjoy having new and fresh experiences.
It's gonna make you think much harder to figure out how to build something like this.
Freaking jetpacks!
Calm down, Michelle. Good luck, you'll need it. Give me a gun!
I've thought about starting my own studio for my entire career.
The ability to actually reach out directly to the people that are playing your games right now is unparalleled.
We take video game tropes and test them out on a real-world scope.
Bear's coming!
You bear!
Where is the key to the...
I don't have it.
I'm really excited to be part of the Firefall cosplay program. It's really a dream come true.
How does it feel when you walk around in it?
It's pretty comfortable.
I think this costume looks wonderful.
Hey guys, welcome to Firefall Live.
Firefall Fest 2012 with our two very, very special guests, Nathan Fillion and Allison Hayslip. What's up, what's happening?
It's sort of giving an opportunity for filmmakers and new content creators to like get their work out there in a way that wasn't possible 5 years ago.
Fasten your seatbelts.
You know, they talked to us about the concept and then they just kind of like let us go.
Gaming ain't no game. It's a dangerous world where you gotta do what you do to survive. Then you gotta watch who you trust with your life. Aliens, ninjas, and spiders. And careful where you point.
Heidi-ho, campers. My wife left me, my son's probably a serial killer, and my dog speaks English. Tonight I'm going to sleep at a bus station and I'm going to eat Tang for dinner.
Okay, well, what we should really talk about here is that we have a standard issue Accord assault rifle. Now, what you should notice about this rifle is just how large it is. Look at the scope. Look at the scope. I just want to demonstrate for our viewers. I just want to.
Whoa, really?
Maybe just.
Really, Karen?
I just want to show you how real and heavy and just substantial
Karen,
this gun is. I mean, I just.
Karen,
think
I'd be careful where you point.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh my God!
He's still alive.
Oh,
We're just fine. But look at how strong this gun makes me look. It's just, don't you wish that you could have a gun like this on your kitchen table?
Karen, what have you done?
And the meal that you could hunt. The meal that you could hunt with this rifle. I mean, the things you could kill. It's quite remarkable, really. And it looks like, I think, Phil's a little incapacitated, possibly for the rest of his life, thank God. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sign out for him. So I just want to thank all of the fans, all of the returning fans who came back, and all the new fans that we made here today. We are so grateful that you are here. We can't wait to see you next time at Firefall Fest. Once again, my name is Karen. That's.
I can't feel my legs.
That was Philip, and we had so much fun. Thanks again. See you next time.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps.
The whole fury and might of the enemy must very soon be turned on us.
Our sons, pride of our nation, this day have set upon a mighty endeavor, a struggle to preserve our republic and our civilization, and to set free a suffering humanity.
But if we fail, then the whole world, including all that we have known and cared for, will sink into the abyss of a new dark age.
You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness. You and I, have the courage to say to our enemies, there is a price we will not pay. There is a point beyond which they must not advance.
They came out of the storm, filling our skies, burning our cities. We fought back, hit them hard. Still, there are so many. Some say we can't win, that we've lost too much, that the war is already over. But if this is mankind's last stand, if we are going down, we're not going down without a fight.
Hey guys, welcome back to the final segment of Firefall Fest 2013. Joining me is Man from MANvsGAME and Gary from GamebreakerTV. And we are giving away stuff from AMD and Razer during the show, during the community segments, so please hang around, participate in those raffles. Otherwise, we're just gonna jump into Firefall and show you some more gameplay. All right, so
pro gameplay.
Pro gameplay.
We're pro
Only
gamers.
The best.
We're creating our own new esports team, and we're creating a PvE progression team or something.
Yeah, we're really good at destroying thumpers.
Yes.
So we take them out.
You actually have another one, but in the break. So
yes,
can you just try that one?
I scrambled. I do have another. One thing I want to mention. I was using a Squad Tiki Thumper 1, so it's like the next tier up. Maybe that was the issue. I don't know. We could try it again, though.
That must be the issue, because we're pro.
That's right. It couldn't be anything else.
It can't be anything
We've got another Tiki Thumper, and we'll probably lose that one as well.
Yeah, it's true. Well, Mark, where you want to try the...
I want to try that Ares up there. I haven't seen this one so close to the melding border before. It could be kind of scary. So let's give this a try. So I'm just gonna... we can glide here. So just watch where I go, because...
I don't have that one. I mean,
let me do a waypoint.
Yeah, do a waypoint.
So,
well, that's true. Weird.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right.
There's the waypoint.
Okay. All right, here we go. Woo.
Flying. Love the gliding.
You can glide anywhere in the game. It's pretty much a game where if you can see it, you can go to it. You know, there's no invisible walls or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely. And especially with like the jetpacks, it really expands these sort of exploration possibilities.
Are you able to ever get your wings where you just jump off of cliffs and have them, or it always has to be?
No, we had that a long time ago, but we went with these glider pads instead. You can get deployable glider pads that you can drop anywhere you want, and they have a cooldown on them.
Oh, wow! Look at that garbage dump down there.
I thought the glider pads were like sort of like one-time use consumable type things.
You can build a one-time use. You can also build a permanent one. You can also buy special ones that give you different wings from the cash shop. So if you want like, well, we had a program for Beta Christi for beta players. We could trade in their old resources before open beta to get things like angel wings. So we like the way that worked, and we'll probably do a couple more. Specific wing types that you could either craft or buy in the cash shop, because aesthetics is a big part of what we sell in the game.
Absolutely.
Right.
I started with the Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th hockey mask.
Yep.
And that was doing me fine for a while. I mean, I looked pretty badass while I was taking out the Chosen and whatnot. But then I saw that skull and I was like, you know what? I got the beans. I'm going for it. Because I'm doing the mammoth thing. So.
I saw the mustache, and you can't really grow a mustache, so I just kind of thought, well, why not?
That's my fantasy, to just have the most glorious mustache in the realm. Oh yes.
Whoa. I've actually never been to this event before. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
this is a first one for me.
You just blew my mind right now. Actually, you blew my mind earlier when you were talking about releasing new battle frames. Like
every month,
one a month, and it's like Pokemon. You got to collect them all, right?
Well, that was one of the aspects that I really enjoy is like you make a character. You guys have really like kind of done away with the need to make alts, tons of alts, because you have.
Oh, that's right. I take that for granted now, but yeah, you just have the one character.
Yeah, and then the battle frames essentially are your classes that you can try on, and literally you can just try on.
I hadn't even thought of it like that. You're right.
You can even change your gender. So with this one character, if you go to the new you can become female or male. It just.
Yeah.
It's the future, right?
Is there story behind that? Is there?
With things like regeneration and changing your looks, I find that. Oh, where are you?
We're gonna get you.
You know, what's going to happen is we're talking again, and we're just going to get wet.
I know. We get so into talking about the game itself. That's the problem. That's the real problem here.
I thought you guys were
getting pushed back by the space pirates.
I know.
You guys died out here?
I'm stuck by this little like fire camp over here that they were hanging out, cooking some kebabs.
I have got to redeem myself at some point here.
All right,
You're definitely not going.
Let's get our game. Let's get our gaming face on here.
No.
Let's do this.
Mankind, I need you. Come to me. Come to my aid.
Oh, I see. You might actually be able to get closer to pull this off.
I'm gonna try it. Oh, yeah, because there's a big boss man up here. Oh man, he's like my He's like my nemesis here.
Oh no.
There you go. Get in there.
70 seconds to countdown.
There you go. Yeah, keep us updated on your countdown. Oh, get the Thunderdome out. Talking about the Thunderdome, I loved when you were talking about
Mark's got me.
How you can use that on PvP.
Oh, you're taking a lot of damage.
Oh, I gotta break
off.
off.
Yeah, you almost did.
God. There.
Oh, there's a hole.
There we go. He's down. I'm gonna run in.
Go.
Are you guys up?
He's chewing you up.
There you go. All right, move. Nice. Way to go, team.
Thank you.
No party wipe today.
Yet.
Don't. You obviously haven't played with me.
That's right. Oh man. I just gotta look around for a health pack. This is that point where you just. I am willing to snake a health pack from anyone. I don't care. I would snake a health pack from my grandmother and not even bat an eye.
Dude, these guys have battle frames. That's why they're so tough. They're not your run-of-the-mill bandits. They've got like dreadnoughts and assaults.
This is pretty hairy in here. Okay, here we go.
You're like, I don't care if I get coined the ninja of Firefall Fest.
That's right.
13.
Oh, they're flanking us. They're flanking us. Watch out.
Sounds quite badass. Yes. Oh, he's down. Okay, got him. This is good. Like a
hate those
kind
dreads.
of somewhat oiled machine. Some kind of machine.
Oh, spawning right on us.
There you go.
Need help, medic.
There you go. Yeah. Who's rocking the biotech over here? That's our problem.
We have no bio.
I committed suicide. I don't even know. I don't even know what I did, but
I got you.
Yeah, you're there. Okay.
I think I was stuck in the water.
There you go. Just coax him up. Just coax him.
There we go.
It's like you can walk. You're fine.
All right.
Get up, kid. Shake it off.
Okay.
I'll go deeper in here.
This is oh man, it's another one of those big boss dudes. Basically, it's like the Chosen's dreadnought, which is just.
I'm behind him though.
So badass. Yeah, as am I. Oh! Get effed on, sir. I'm gonna stick with the Flanders.
What?
Told myself I was gonna go
what was that?
Flanders.
What's happening?
Here we go. Oh man. Beautiful.
All right.
See, now we're all serious. We're all like into the game. And
I know. I'm like,
not even talking about
we're ripping through these guys, but
be like, what the hell's going on?
Exactly.
Why aren't they saying
if you guys want to know about the game, just talk to some people in the game. They're very nice. They're gonna help you out a lot.
Just use chat for that. We're gonna be playing.
Here we go.
Come on, man. It's usually where you flip out, snatch a controller.
That's true. Yes, throw it against the wall.
All right. If so when I activate this, it's gonna go summon more of these guys. So.
Oh God, I see.
Heads up.
This guy's already in. He's like down in this crack here. Oh, please tell me he's glitched.
Another dreadnought. Oh, he didn't even get a shot off. Awesome.
Man.
Oh, sweet heals. Sweet heals.
Massive damage to these guys. I'm wondering if like somebody went in and just gave us all like this huge DPS boost. They're just like, man, I feel bad for these guys. We need to really.
Like they lost 2 thumpers. Let's give them something.
I think the problem. I forgot that my thumper is a squad level 1 because that's what we could talk about. That there are different tiers of the gear.
Yes, there are.
And
hey, we did it.
Firefall has a psychological bolster system. And you're down.
We
did it.
We succeeded.
We did it.
Oh,
I'm out of ammo, but we did it.
All right.
Yes, redemption.
Yes.
400. Oh, we got rating. Everybody wants rating because it's one of the keys to one of the pockets. We got 451 of that. So that'll be going up on the auction house right now.
Nice.
So So just why not show off the auction house?
Okay.
While you guys are dying, I'll be like browsing, I'm shopping.
Excuse me, Mark.
There's things to be done. There's people to shoot
I
at.
want to see how much rating's going for now. Let's see.
I have no ammo.
This is one of the hazards of being able to call up the auction house from anywhere in the game.
Yet another thing.
Just keep me alive, guys. While I do some arbitrage here.
He just put it in God mode.
I see what this is. Yeah, exactly.
1922. Dude, it's 13,000 Christite for 1922. So we've got like 500. That's like
all right, we got
4 to
you.
1, 5 to 1 ratio of Christite to
back,
rating.
but that is not bad.
That's not bad at all. That's a nice haul. All right, well, I'm done. We can go now.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That was a productive day.
We have succeeded here.
Let's move on.
Whoa.
If you are in and if you are around where we're at here, I would love to try and get as many people as we could, because if you guys are down, I would love to try the.
You want to try it again?
Let's do it. I need vindication.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get a hammer.
You know, at the very least.
Let's at least, if we're gonna do this, let's at least try to make sure it's got some resources.
There you go.
Make it worth it.
You know, and I don't need 100% fill.
No, just something.
You know, oil spill can just shut it. Because every time, if you don't get 100%, that guy is not pleased.
Dude, that guy doesn't get paid unless you get the resources.
That's true. Oh, I love the scan hammer. It is just so glorious.
Oh,
there's some
something
iron
over here.
Some methane. Methane, not even once. Actually, you're going to want to do methane.
Oh, raw ceramics and raw iron, 34%, 20%, 1%. That's pretty good. What do you got over there?
Let's see, and now you really have to be serious about this. Like, as we've seen earlier, the resource gathering is not just a given. It's not, you see a node, you go click on it, you get said resources. You got to earn that stuff. So I'm going to try and, should we maybe...
You gonna go for this one, the raw?
I'm going to invite more people to our squad here.
To have the personal, yeah, because all I have for the squad is, so what it recommends in the game, it says recommended 4 to 5 players in stage 1 to 2 gear, which, I mean, you got to be serious. We might be
a little under.
Well, I got a bio here. Rooster's going to join us.
Oh, nice.
So, keep us alive, Rooster.
They call him the Rooster. All right, so we've got a full squad.
And we are a full squad. Sorry, guys, we are full up. Crew, where are you? Get your butt over here.
Exactly, and we're basically as north as you can get on the map, up north of Thump Dump. If you're in the vicinity, we're calling on. I'm calling on mankind here. Need to get this thumper going.
Yeah,
I love the
maybe with 100 people, we can actually survive.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think?
Like, we just draw the server here, please. Well, here's another idea, since it doesn't seem like too many people are coming to our aid. I do have the personal Thumper 1, which is like, let's see what...
No, they're coming. They're coming.
Are they coming?
Believe in the community.
The troops, come on,
They won't let us die.
Exactly.
Caw.
Yeah, exactly. Cuckoo! Just remind me of Three Amigos.
All right.
I see people.
Oh, I see a chopper.
I see a chopper right over there.
Beautiful.
Foonie. Come,
Foonie's coming. Come to me,
Come,
Foonie.
riveted. Prancer and Dancer.
That's right. Calling forth.
We're up here.
The army. Okay, so let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Because
now we're gonna do this.
We're gonna do
right?
this. We're gonna do this.
This is. I'm not just jumping into it, because yeah.
That was an expensive thumper, and you actually paid Red Beans to accelerate it, so that was cash money, right?
Yes.
There.
Okay. Yeah. And I want to make that known as well. It's not like Red 5 Studios is just handing me the stuff. It's like, oh, give him another squad thumper. Let's try it again. These are my Red Beans. Okay. And this is some serious stuff. It looks like I'm thinking we might have enough people to give it a go.
Let's do it.
You think? Yeah. We got to.
All right. We just gotta stay on point. Stay frosty.
Oh, let's go, guys. Let's do this. Here we go.
There's some random marauders that
Try
decided
thumper
to visit.
down. Did you hear that? I hope viewers heard that.
Thumper chicken.
I love it when Oil Spill says, that's one small thumper for man, one giant leap for mankind.
That's a big thumper.
It's too good. It's like in-game promotion for my my cast. I'm all about it.
All right, remember, use F to target the mobs so that they show up on Sin and turrets can target it.
Oh, nice. Good point. Okay. I say we hold off on
War
talking
Grims.
about any features for the time being?
Everybody focus.
Let's do this.
Oh. All right, what is this out here? Nothing. Let's not stir that hive. There's like a bug nest out up north there. Okay. Now, either way, all I'm saying is like, part of it is on me. I just need to watch the integrity.
Do you have an ammo turret thing down anywhere?
You need ammo?
Yes, I'm completely out of it.
I think I've got some ammo packs. Hang on.
This is bad. Gary, why did you not mention the ammo
I don't know.
situation?
I didn't realize I was out of ammo.
All right, where are you? Here, I'm dropping an ammo pack right here.
Let's see, beautiful. Here we go.
And
oh, guys, we're doing beautiful. 98%. Keep it up, gang.
Thank you, sir.
How are we doing? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna try. You know what? Just because, I'm gonna Thunderdome it.
Bubble.
Do not touch my thumper while I reload.
You know, it's smart to do that right before you send it off. When it's down really low on health, you can drop a shield or a dome and then send it off. So it's strategery.
What you just said, that's exactly what I could have done to save my previous thumper. I didn't even think about that. Oh, again, the strats, the thumper strats. Who'da thunk?
Who'da thump?
All right, here we
Now
go.
the explodies you got to pay attention to. If they get near the thumper, they do a lot of damage. But if you shoot them, they do considerably less.
One thing I was wondering, now, do they do damage when they explode or when you shoot them? Do they do damage to other enemies as well?
They do. So, I mean, it's nice to get them in a pack and then just blow them up because they'll take out everything around them.
Nice.
Strategery.
Strategery for the win. Here we go. How are we doing? 96%. Oh, guys.
Don't say it. You're gonna jinx it.
I know, but the guy, this is where we dig down. Let's keep our nose to the grindstone.
Keep your health up. Remember, there's a lot of health packs lying around. You need to recharge. Do it now.
Glorious. Oh man.
Oh.
See, this is.
You know what? I get to say stuff like more dots.
More dots. More dots.
Now
More
DPS
dots.
very, very slowly.
Yes. Okay, stop dots. But you're never gonna say that in this game. It's like, keep dots.
Yeah.
No dots. Just keep. There is no reason to stop dots ever. All right.
All right. Next wave. Next wave coming up.
Because you get serious.
I'm scanning, looking for it.
I'm gonna reload. Hold on to that. Beautiful.
Where are the whelps?
You know they're coming. They're just toying with you, teasing you.
There they are.
I just looked in chat. Somebody was like, "Mon Dieu!" I don't know why, but that just made my day. All right. I am.
Okay, crew. Why are you asking me about starter packs in group chat when we've got a thumper?
Leave Mark alone. Okay, we need him.
Concentrate. Focus.
100% on this right here.
I'm gonna kick you from the group if we lose this thumper.
That's right. Booney, what is your deal? It's like 17 times now you've fallen. Sorry, Booney.
You need the drama though. You need someone to die so you can avenge them.
That's right. That's right. In every story arc. No, and that's how we get vengeance.
I will avenge you.
Right. Oh man. See, this is going so well this time. I'm honestly wondering what was going on the first two times.
Dude,
we just needed to warm
the
up.
The waves get a little thicker still. So I mean, what are we at? We got we're at 76%. We're doing well.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like I've always had the mantra.
Famous last words.
It's everyone's fault but mine. That's a Mark Maron.
Oh, here we go. Terror claws.
Oh god, yeah, this is serious.
Those are serious.
There you go. Nice.
Get
the turrets on those. Oh, engineers are so glorious. I think I want to start working on the engineer battle frame after. I get
the engineer rocks in PvE.
My mammoth.
Anyone have ammo packs? Ammo.
I'm still on master cooldown. I got nothing. Somebody drop ammo packs.
Somebody drop ammo packs.
I wish I had some.
I'm just gonna keep running in circles till I see something.
All right, throwing down another.
Switch to your secondary weapon with Q.
Yes.
Oh yes.
You know what? I have a bit of my epic grenade launcher. Now is the time.
Now is the time.
I'll use the last
93%. Come on, we got this.
This is just so amazing. It's like not even close this time. Thank you. Thank you very much. You beautiful people.
And man, another thing, when everything gets so chaotic, 0 frame rate dropping. It's like super smooth.
I wanted to say that, yeah. Can I just take this home, this setup?
This rig, this game.
Yeah, this rig. This is quite
there's
nice.
ammo there.
Nice. 100%.
Yes.
Boom, we did it. Out of here.
Wait, you gotta send it back. It's not over.
That's true.
It's not over.
I put the Thunderdome out just in case.
Send it back.
Do not touch. There you go. Nice and
double resource bonus, baby. Let's check that out.
1 and 2 with the thumpers.
Wow. How quiet did we get on that? I don't even know. Were we talking enough? 308 iron, 378 raw ceramic, 52 raw methane.
Oh,
that's a good haul.
I am Craig Gasman.
And we are redeemed.
Yes.
We are redeemed. Oh, but you know what? The Chosen wants some of this. There's a Chosen incursion. I'm going to waypoint it right here. It's near us. So
and this is what I'm talking about. We're like, my buddy Danny Baranowski and I'm going to name drop him all day long. We were playing this the other night, and this is what you do. You just, you do one thing, you look at the map, and it's like, oh, now there's, the Chosen are raiding, Thump Dump or whatever, and it's just so fun. You really lose track of time.
Yeah, and we're adding more all the time. So, I mean, these events, you'll just get more and more of them. Eventually they get so crowded, I'm going to think we're going to have to put them on some sort of rotation.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, it's spring. That's when the Chosen come out. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which would be cool.
They come forth to mate.
I was noticing, like with the resources, like on the map, how you can press tab to look at where the resources are. I noticed they shift slightly. Like, is there?
Yeah, they totally move. I mean, it's not even fixed nodes. You know how games will be like, well, these are the 10 places that iron can spawn. The resources in Firefall, we use AI and the pathing map to determine, where they spawn and where you can drop thumpers and stuff. So you never know. There's no map you can ever make that says, oh, this is where this stuff is.
Yeah. Again, I thought that was extremely cool because, if it was stagnant, you would get maybe kind of boring just knowing that you have to go to this one area to get this resource. I do love that it shifts a little bit, keeps the scan hammer, necessary. Oh, what is going down here?
This is a Chosen Warbringer. That means they're getting set up to invade if we don't take this out.
Nice.
We'll drop more Warbringers, and then we'll be in trouble. So we got to clear these guys out.
That is so awesome. I just love it.
So, all right. So, most people don't realize we also have first-person mode. You want to show them what that's like?
Absolutely.
Just click the mouse wheel. Look at that.
It's so, yeah. And
one of the very few games that lets you be either first or third.
Yeah. That's why I think when I first started talking about the game, I was like, it's an online. Well, on my channel, I got this from Game Trailers, by the way, but like they described this game as a persistent online shooter, aka a POS. And you really don't want to refer to the game as a POS.
Of all the acronyms.
No. So really, I started going with what you guys, I think, have as like an open, world MMO.
Gary and I were talking about this earlier. We have no idea what to call it. At first, we tried to not call it MMO because we want to emphasize, hey, the combat's skill-based, right? And if we call it MMO, you're going to think dice rolling and tab targeting. But then people were in the forums were like, no, it's an MMO. And there was these huge arguments over it. And it's like, why aren't you guys calling it an MMO? So we're like, fine, we'll call it an MMO. And then people are like, well, it's not really that either because you do all this other stuff. And it's like, yeah, well, good luck finding a label. We've been trying for 3 years. Like, how do you market something like this? It's like, you got 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Because I can't really do it in a commercial.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about it? Like, what do you do? What do you do to combat that?
I have no idea. I think we have to invent some slick new phrase. So, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean anything. We just attach meaning to it, like Gargle Stiltstein.
Exactly. Yeah. Like a badonka shooter.
It's a badonka shooter.
Badonka shooter.
The world's first badonka shooter.
Yeah.
And people go, what's that? And he's like, well, let me tell you. So that might work.
That's gonna draw people in immediately. By the way, you can have that. That was
awesome. Welcome to Firefall Fest 2013, where we are playing the world's only badonka shooter. And we are badonking the bejesus out of the Chosen right now.
And this is what we were talking about earlier. We're like, honestly, I don't have much of an idea. There's something telling me to destroy this. Oh, there's a timer going on. Defend this. So, but I love that I don't really know. There's just chaos all around me.
I have no idea what's going on.
Exactly. I'm a part of it, and I'm loving it. But
just don't die.
Yeah. Oh man.
Grinds is down.
Oh man, people keep going down.
All right.
There we go. But yes, getting back
so
to
we're disrupting the shield of this Warbringer so that so that we could take it out, and otherwise they'll start spawning in more baddies. And if they spawn in enough, if you ignore this stuff, then they'll actually invade Thump Dump over there.
Which I've seen, and I
And they bring out the siege cannons, and they start like shelling the Sin Tower.
Yeah.
And then the Arc Light, you know, that ship out in the water, it's still operational. Its guns are active, and so you can use it to take out stuff. So
Will they just keep progressing across the map and take over
eventually,
more and more?
yeah. I mean, right now in open beta, we have disabled that because we're still working on the full invasion mechanics. So what you see now is just the sort of like the building blocks, the foundation.
So you could log in and towns could be taken over.
Yeah, that happens now. I mean, and what happens is on Thump Dump and Sunken Harbor is the melding will actually push in and wash over the whole town.
Oh, wow.
And you got to wait 3 hours before you can retake it.
Wow.
And then you lose XP and resource boost.
They're global. Folds in on itself.
Yeah. And suddenly, sorry guys, you lost Firefall.
Yeah.
It's gone. You ruined it. You blew it. Let's see here.
Thank you, Pumpkin, for reviving me. Yeah, all our Halloween items are on sale. And I mentioned this last time. It's because July 4th came around. And we're like, oh, we've been working so hard in open beta. What do we sell for July 4th? And we didn't have anything. So it's like, why don't we just sell everything? All our Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween specials. So we came up with Thankless Hollow 4th. And so it's Happy Thankless Hollow 4th right now. So you can buy all these holiday items. And then they go back in the vault. You can't buy them again until Christmas or Halloween.
Oh, nice. I went down.
Whoa, I'm getting rocked.
Something serious just happened there.
Hold on. I'm coming. I'm like James Taylor over here. You got a friend. So, there you are. Oh, there we go. No, somebody else got you.
We're all friends.
You know, it took us a little while to warm up. You know, get going. Kumbaya. There we go. I see other people.
All right, generator's down.
Mode.
Oh, there goes. It didn't last a second.
Oh. Woohoo! Success.
Success again. We had a good second run.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had a really
You know what?
good-
High five, Gary.
Good second run.
Awkward high fives all around.
All right, and with that, I think we're going to go to community for our last epic raffle for the morning segment. So let's take it away, Matt.
Hi.
Are you ready?
They talked to me in my ear. I totally knew that was coming. We've got some more prizes to give away. It's been an awesome show. This is the last prize giveaway for this segment. We'll be giving away more. But before we give away prizes, I want to let people know that if you my mic is dead apparently. So Frank, take it away.
Before, what do we even want to say? Before we give anything away.
Gamebreaker is going to give away.
Oh, Gamebreaker's doing a giveaway?
On there, GamebreakerTV.
So GamebreakerTV, you can go over there to see.
What, is your mic dead too?
We're dead. We're all dead.
Am I dead?
It's dead. It's amazing.
You see, you bring Lee out on this stage for 1 second.
Tony's the only one that's alive right
Am I the only one alive?
You're the only one alive right now.
Well, la-ti-da, how the tables have turned.
I'm so sorry, stream.
Well, now that I have the channel all to myself, just zoom in real nice and close.
Don't zoom in.
Not that close.
Don't zoom in.
Not that close? I don't have that much makeup on. How are you doing, everyone? How are we doing? We doing
Would you get
well?
this out of here taking up so much room?
God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think I'm back. Am I back?
Are we good?
All right, so GamebreakerTV.
GamebreakerTV.
GamebreakerTV is doing giveaways, so head on over there.
Head over there.
Fill him in on
Don't come here.
He's
Just
like,
stay over there.
My mic's dead. Take it away. I'm like, where? Take what?
Anywhere.
Where? I'm like,
we're on a journey, Frank. This is a journey that we'll take together. No, GamebreakerTV is giving away starter packs on their website. So if you go to Gamebreaker.tv, you can sign up for a starter pack. It's happening all week. So if you don't win anything from the stream, be sure to sign up there because you'll be able to do it. I'm using my mic thing as a pointer now. So I'm just gonna put that down.
They're doing that
up in production value.
They're doing that until the 19th.
Yeah.
They're giving away the $20 and the $100 starter pack.
So be sure to sign up there for any giveaways if you don't win. But we're going to give some away on this stream.
Right now.
Right now.
How
what
about
are we giving away?
them apples? We're giving away 2 Bronodons, a Radeon HD 7970 video card, the 2 $20. Are you okay?
I'm just checking. You never know if I might do.
the two $20 starter packs and the one huge $100 starter pack.
Yeah. And
I just love that you guys lost your mics. And
did you mention the video card?
Someone
yeah,
just
I
lost
said the
his
video
belt.
card.
I don't pay attention.
You're
to
not
what
listening to
saying.
me.
No, I'm not.
What the?
This is news.
How is the point in me talking if you're not even going to listen to me? Can I get a comm so that he can hear in his other ear what I'm saying? Because apparently he's not using it. Okay. What we're going to do is Frank is going to hit his magic button. It's going to pop up a name at random, and we're going to give away a Bronodon
From people
right
in the R5 Studios chat channel.
Yes.
So if you're watching this on MANvsGAME's channel or Gamebreaker's channel, be sure to move over real quick to R5 Studios.
We're still typing raffle. You can type anything you want.
Anything you want. You can type Tony sucks if you wanted to.
Or Tony's awesome, because Tony's the only one that didn't have mic failure.
It's a lot shorter, save time.
Not in Tony's world.
In Tony's world, anything's possible.
Except for Tony knowing how to spell.
That is
even in
also
your
true.
own imagination.
Okay, so we've given them enough time to jump in here.
Who are we going to pick first for a Bronodon?
Let's see. Pick it.
Orius.
Who?
Orius.
Orius?
Yeah, here.
Orius. Yeah, there's no way I'm spelling it like that. Orius. Okay, perfect. Orius, you just won a Bronodon. Congratulations. We got another Bronodon. It is so soft and deadly. We're giving away another Bronodon right now.
Right now?
Hit it. Hit it.
Who are we giving it to?
Hey, I'm in control of the button, all right?
No.
Hit it.
Nobody's in control of anything here.
Seriously. It's obviously.
We're off the rails at this point.
We're so far gone. Frosty El Diablo, congratulations.
Hey.
You got a Bronodon.
So both of you guys be sure to message us at R5 Studios on Twitch with your address, your physical address, so that we can mail those out to you, and then give it a couple weeks to arrive, because it takes a while.
Frosty El Diablo.
The winner of the video card will also have to send me his address.
Or her.
Or her.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Girls can win things around here.
That's right.
Right?
I don't want to go down this path.
I know, it's just like...
This is the wrong direction.
Like 18 things popped up, and I'm like, no.
What popped up, Frank?
About 18 things.
Tony's a pecker.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently you're...
Okay. For the people, all right, let's go. Hit the button so we can
what's this for?
avoid this. This is for the video card.
The video card?
This is the big Radeon HD 7970.
This is big money.
This is money, money, money.
Nully and Void.
Thank you. Well, who? Nully?
Nully and Void.
Nully and Void, congratulations. You're getting a freaking video card. How about that?
That's pretty sweet.
It's a nice video
I'm
card.
excited.
Plays Firefall really well.
Can I have it?
It's actually a really nice video card.
Can I keep it? Like,
You have
Nully
a
and Void,
video
just
card.
like...
You have a video card. You're holding a blade right now.
Yes, I am.
What's wrong with you?
I need a video card.
Oh, God.
It won't fit in the blade.
I'm not going to put it in the blade.
Fit.
Oh, stop right now. That's becoming a meme right there. Yeah. That motion.
Hey,
Damn it.
I'm happy being an animated GIF. I don't know about you.
Not that GIF. That's a bad GIF to be having around the internet.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be very upset if they make one. I'm so
Exactly.
sure. Give me a $20.
They'll send it around the office. Look, they didn't do another
Really?
GIF.
Oh, I hate you all. I hate you so much.
We have start packs to give away, Tony.
Yes.
Let's give those away.
3 starter packs, two $20 ones, and $100.
Two. Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? We're doing elementary school comebacks now over here? Huh?
Have we ever stopped doing elementary school
God. These people.
We're elementary school with a vocabulary. That's all we are.
That's seriously. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Arrowin.
Arrowin, you're winning $20 right now.
Vocabulary.
All right, you people.
All right, drop the vernacular.
Drop the vernacular.
Regular English.
That's such the wrong use of that word.
It is
terrible.
Grammar people out there are like, what the he just
What is
said?
he talking about?
You want me to press the button?
I would love for you to press the button. We have 2 more prizes. This is for the $20 pack right here.
Oh, that's cute. Windsor.
Windsor
won. Sweet.
Yeah, Windsor is
All right.
winning.
That went away real fast.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Although I use it all the time.
You do.
I did. I did it every time I shot a basket.
To those of
Anyway.
you that are still typing Tony sucks, thank you.
Yeah, what the hell?
I just wanted to point that out.
Look at all of this.
It's still happening.
Just
keep it going.
Tony sucks. Tony sucks.
All right. What do we have left, man?
I don't have much left,
I'm
man.
hoping to have
I don't have
more
much
years
left.
of this, Tony won't have such a complex.
I'm surprised he doesn't have one already.
You guys are really underestimating how in love with myself I am. So this
So
does
you've already
nothing.
got a complex.
This does nothing for me. I'm like, oh wow, all these people are so wrong. They don't even know. They don't even know.
We're switching it up to Tony is moist.
Okay, now that's affecting me. That is affecting me. That is really gross. And I am, and it's kind of disgusting. It's this, I can't wipe with the makeup. Okay, give me a $100 winner. We're giving away a $100 starter pack right now. It's got all kinds of goodies in-game, red beans, LGV, Arc Porter, all kinds of stuff.
I think he just had a stroke.
How did I have a stroke?
I don't know.
Just the way you were saying that stuff.
Are we on the same page
I
here?
think we're good. Tony, Frank's in a giggle fit right
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can I get a drum roll?
Yeah, you need some riddling, but
Yeah,
I'll
there
give
we
you a
go.
drum roll.
Bite Templar.
Bite Templar, congratulations. You are winning the $100 starter pack for Firefall. We're in open beta. We're selling these now. So if you guys want to go to, what's the website?
FirefallTheGame.com/starter packs.
/starter packs. That makes sense.
And login should be working.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so
Hells yeah.
check out those starter pack packages. Those beginner bundles.
No, we're not calling them beginner
That's a
bundles.
cute name. It's
No.
my little beginner bundle.
We're a hardcore manly game because MANvsGAME is playing this.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's right.
can't
Mankind is watching.
I need my sack. That's what we should call it. The starter sack. They laughed. If I can make the crew laugh, that's all I can ever ask for. My life is terrible.
We could ask for a lot more.
Okay, so if you guys just won and you want an actual physical object, make sure to send us your physical address to the Twitch channel.
Sorry to keep pointing that out, folks, but we do this a lot. We do a
don't
lot of
understand.
giveaways, and we get a lot of like, here's my email address. We can't attach a physical item to an email. That technology has not yet been invented. Once it is, I'd be happy to use it.
Oh my God, that'd be incredible. We'd save so much money on shipping.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
Would you email yourself somewhere?
That would be amazing.
Except the problem, it'd be a 5 meg limit or something. You would just get stuck in the servers. And you bounce back after a few days. It'd be like, delivery failed.
That was the worst.
We could chop them up into smaller packets.
We could chop them up into smaller packages.
What the hell are you talking about? Like, you're talking about cutting me up right now.
Just so we can ship you easier.
You know, like.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I misconstrued.
I'm just
I
saying,
thought it was for menacing purposes.
I'm just saying it works in the mob.
And he would
You
know.
You would do that.
Francesco.
Francesca. Okay.
Va bene.
So again, this is the last giveaway for this segment with MANvsGAME and GameBreaker. We are going to be taking a break for about a couple hours to get lunch and reset everything because Sir Scoots and Day 9 are going to be up next. And we'll be doing more giveaways then. So we'll do giveaways at basically the bottom of every hour after they're done on the stage. So 3 more giveaways, including the Razer Edge tablet that you can play PC games on. So it's a Windows 8 tablet that's really awesome that you can walk around and play games on. Really nice. So we'll be giving that away at the end of their segment. So around, what is it, like 5:45-ish?
Yeah,
so
but
sure.
we'll be back at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we still have 2 giveaways for that, too.
We have 3 giveaways for that.
Well, 2 before the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's right.
I think that's going to do it for us at the community set. Thank you very much for joining us over here. And we're going to send you back to the main stage to say goodbye to MANvsGAME and GameBreaker. Thanks, guys.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Firefall Fest and adieu. Alas, it has come to the hour where we must abscond with our gaming loot and go to craft stuff. And since crafting times are long, we can't do it live here on TV. But you can buy red beans to speed it up. Please buy red beans.
It's addictive. I was going to mention, like, the first time you use the red beans to finish the crafting thing, it's like, oh, this is dangerous. Just letting you know that.
It is dangerous. I want to thank Man from MANvsGAME. Thank you very much.
Thank
Shake
you
your
very
hand.
much, Mark. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for letting me be a part of this fantastic operation you've got going on here.
And Mankind for showing up with and helping us redeem ourselves with that Thumper and that Warbringer.
Pulled it out in the end, yes. I think today's story is a story of victory. It was a story of the human spirit.
It was.
And Gary, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
GamebreakerTV.
Thanks for having me
You're
down.
giving away some more stuff, right?
We are. We're giving away, so if you guys didn't win on the stream today, we got, I guess, like the next 7 days. I think it's until the 19th. Just go to GamebreakerTV. There's a little banner there. Click it, and it'll take you to a page, and you can win. I think we have 5 $20 packs and a $100 pack as well. So
those are
check that
really good packs. The $100 pack gives you a teleport beacon back to Copa, so that's like a Hearthstone. So if you want one of those, definitely show up on GamebreakerTV and grab that pack. Well, thank you very much. It's been another great show, and don't forget to tune in at 3 o'clock, where we have yet our final show, and we're going to have some more great raffles from AMD and from Razer, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you very much.
Amor, tô com muita saudade de você. Nossa. Olha quem tá aqui. Quem tá aqui? Olha, fala oi pro pai. Oi, pai! Tá com saudade dele? Sim, tô com muita saudade. Muita saudade. Mostra pra ele, tá sabendo o que tá fazendo, tá? Todo mundo tá com saudade de você.
Admiral Nostromo, we found something you need to see.
Pilgrim, you are chosen.
Just try and relax, Pilgrim. Everything's gonna be fine. You're home now.
Fifth thumper this week. The court must be getting desperate.
We're greedy.
Yeah. We get to pay it either way.
Prep her for examination.
Sure thing, Dr. E.
Stop!
He's changed, Pilgrim. There's nothing you can do. I have to try.
The tracker's online, sir. You should have the AFNIT up on your SIN now.
Excellent. Let's see where you're going.
We found him. Be careful. Intel is sparse. We don't know how dangerous he is.
Hello? Who's there? I can help you.
What is little girl doing?
Hands off.
You need to get out of here now.
I'm not going anywhere.
Your moment has passed. The girl belongs to me. Humans.
Run.
I will not run from any man.
He's not a man. Not anymore.
I need her.